cameras are in the right hands at the right time, they can occasionally capture something absolutely odd, unbelievable, or out of this world. Here are some surprising occurrences that were captured on camera that no one would have seen otherwise, including strange animals, spooky encounters, and undiscovered species. Hyena dog. Is this a brand new breed of hyena or dog? After multiple instances of vicious animal assaults that resembled this animal, a highly strange wild animal was captured in Balochistan, Pakistan. The people hired hunters and trackers who were able to find this weird wild animal's path in the hilly terrain and capture it. It might be a snow hyena, which has never been observed in the area before based on the appearance of its pale coat. The hunters sold the wild animal to an unnamed wealthy businessman on the illicit market before a wildlife specialist could examine it. River beast. This footage of a frightening creature in a river in Uzbekistan was shot over a year ago. Local fishermen claim that they present raw chicken meat as a sacrifice to the scary creature that resides in the river, and in return, the river beast grants them permission to fish in the river. A traveler who was skeptical of such a person joined the fishermen out of curiosity to view it for himself and was rendered speechless when he saw it. He made an effort to get a better look, but he kept his distance for obvious reasons. This creature's identity is still unknown to this day. Huge skull-faced spider. Unlike all other terrifying entities in the dark, this one was never brought to light. A Vietnamese man and his dogs were hunting in the wild when they came upon a strange-looking spider. He'd never seen a spider nearly as big as the dogs, let alone one that enormous in the woods. Worse, this spider had a large skull-like face that frightened both the hunter and the dog so much that it was shot and ripped up as soon as it presented itself. Perhaps the huge Frankenstein spider intended to scare away souls, but it only backfired. Giraffe eating bones. You might wonder why these giraffes are eating a skeleton. It has an explanation, just as everything. When these giraffes discovered some buffalo bones, it was as if they had discovered some treasure. Given that giraffes are herbivores, this is an exceedingly rare behavior. I'm curious what happened to these ones that they have to eat bones. It's as if they're enjoying their favorite food. I did some research and discovered that they do this to complement their vegetarian diet with calcium, magnesium, and phosphorus. They are simply health conscious, and it appears that they all enjoyed their favorite dinner. Aggressive Yeti. What's worse than being deliberately slain by a Yeti? It has to trip and land on you. 6 months ago, a small group of friends in Russia agreed to go camping in the wilderness. They left their base camp to get some firewood and returned to find a gigantic white-furred Yeti going through their possessions, most likely looking for food. During the inspection, the gigantic Yeti accidentally sprayed pepper spray in its eyes and began struggling as a result. The Yeti became so aggressive for apparent reasons that it tripped and plummeted down the hill moments after nearly falling on the campers. Expired roadside beast. At first glance, it appears to be a beast from Half-Life that also appears to exist in real life. 2 adolescents spotted a strange dead organism on the side of a road that appeared to be part fish and part animal. This beast carcass bore some similarities to that of a pig as well as a dinosaur, with an extremely unusual body form. What makes the entire discovery even more disturbing is that this beast cadaver had a meat factory branding on its body, as most animals have. It's possible that someone is attempting to sell extra-dimensional beings into the meat market. Mystery creature. One of these odd-looking bud creatures was discovered in a fisherman's net on December 26, 2021, a few miles off the coast of Miami. It appears to have numerous heads and small, razor-sharp, teeth-filled mouths at the bottom, like an octopus's tentacles. They were identified as the offspring of the goby fish after the video got the notice of a marine biologist. For reasons that are currently unknown, they appear to have been transformed from a normal-looking fish into something wholly unrecognizable. This fish species is notorious for being the most aggressive fish that have reduced the population of other fish species by devouring the majority of their food and eggs.
Cryptic Owlman? At first, in the eerie pitch-black night amidst the looming mountains deep within a cave, an unsettling figure emerged. The chilling darkness filled with haunting echoes sent shivers down the spine of the man recording the video. Then, in the inky depths, he spied something concealed beneath the jagged rocks. It was no ordinary creature. It bore an uncanny resemblance to an owl, but it had a human face. A shocking revelation indeed. This enigmatic being, a cryptic paranormal entity, had two human eyes and an owl-like face, with an owl-like nose while its lips remained hidden. Its origins were a mystery, and its purpose even more so. It seemed as if it were a native dweller of this desolate cave, a creature so surreal and eerie. Silently it observed the man, its gaze fixated, unwavering, as if aware of his presence, instilling a sense of foreboding in the man. What could this mysterious, otherworldly being be doing here? Questions swirled in the man's mind as he continued to capture this uncanny encounter on camera, a disturbing enigma in the heart of the desolate mountainous darkness. Black Witch. Let's picture a dark abandoned house in which the camera captured a chilling and mysterious sight. Amidst the pitch black night, a flashlight beam revealed a cryptic figure, possibly a witch. This eerie being had impossibly thin stick-like legs and similarly twig-like hands. Its appearance was reminiscent of a woolen doll, with thread-like hair and a black woolen body. What made it truly unsettling was the fact that it hung in the air, slowly descending as if defying gravity. This wasn't any ordinary toy. It was a creepy, supernatural presence lurking in the shadows of the house. As the camera rolled, it appeared that other paranormal entities were also at play, working to make the atmosphere even more unsettling and frightening. The mystery surrounding this strange occurrence remained unsolved, leaving us with many questions and a lingering sense of dread. It's still unknown what these entities were and what they were doing in that eerie, sealed house, adding to the overall sense of unease in the dark, haunted setting. A Bigfoot? Deep within the dark, mysterious forest at night, a trail camera recorded something truly strange. A massive, pitch-black figure emerged. Some suggest it might be the elusive Bigfoot. This colossal and dark entity moved swiftly, sending shivers down the spine of anyone watching. Its enormous form seemed like a nightmare come to life, and the air quivered with fear as it darted through the underbrush. Its purpose remained a mystery. Was it seeking safety or something else in the sinister woods? The camera, like a sentinel in the eerie darkness, captured glimpses of this creature, a true mystery that defies logic. It served as a reminder that Bigfoot's secrets endure in the shadowy forest, shrouded in darkness. The mysterious creature. The camera captured a rare and puzzling sight. It was a scene in the dense forest. The recording unveiled a creature unlike any seen before. It stood hiding behind the sturdy trunk of a tree, shrouded in an air of mystery. This enigmatic being, though resembling a bird, held an eerie quality that defied the norms of nature. The creature's appearance was far from ordinary. It was not looking like a normal creature or being. Its countenance bore a haunting visage with deep abyssal eyes and a face akin to that of a skeletal figure with no hairs on its head. Its presence invoked a sense of unease, a riddle that left all who beheld it in a state of wonder and doubt. This is a peculiar or unknown nature that had never been seen before, an unfamiliar species to all who roamed the woods. Its existence sparked suspicion and doubt, prompting questions that popped in the minds of those who encountered the footage. It represented a grand enigma, seemed very unfamiliar, leaving observers captivated by its mysterious allure. The woods held their secrets close, guarding this extraordinary creature, ensuring that its true nature remained a tantalizing puzzle for all.
Headless Camel. This video, shot on July 6, 2012, shows a headless camel roaming around in a wildlife sanctuary somewhere in northern Africa. The owner of the clip was taken aback when he saw it move correctly, despite the fact that it didn't have a head like a conventional camel. The recorder, desperate for answers, approached it to examine, only to be surprised once more when it discovered that the camel was walking with its head hidden under its body, almost as if it were joking. According to a local wildlife expert, camels hide their heads from predators and sometimes ambush their prey. They also do so to stay cool and avoid the searing desert sun. Hypnotized dogs. Look at these 3 good canines who are doing their best statue impression by standing motionless and gazing in the same direction without batting an eye. Are these dogs under the influence of an evil spirit or hypnotized? Following the viral video of these creatures standing still, which left internet users perplexed, all of these queries started to surface. You must also be perplexed then. I'll explain. Even for sharp-witted sheep-herding dogs, the level of collective discipline displayed by these 3 animals is astonishing. They are trained to remain motionless until their owner whistles at them. The dogs also stood motionless here for 30 seconds before being told to rush away. Miracle baby. Except for this baby, everything that can be destroyed by floods, from well-built bridges to concrete barricades, can be. Locals in Karnataka, India, were shocked to witness a little youngster between the ages of 3 and 4 standing in a flood-stricken river. The deluge that could have easily destroyed the majority of the local infrastructure did not even move. Even the locals attempted to prevent a terrible outcome for the infant. The youngster was dragged by the strong shocks of floodwaters as one of the rescuers fell and was carried away. Although the child was saved along with others, the majority of them are still baffled by it. Leopard and baby baboon. Let's witness an elusive encounter between a leopard and a young baboon. A leopard opted to raise a lost baby baboon as if it were its own child after discovering it. Look how the leopard can be seen giving the baboon a kiss, licking its face, and watching over it out of pure affection. Perhaps it was hormonal or something. The leopard attempted to trap him by positioning himself beneath the tree in this picture, but the baboon was too terrified to move and grasped the tree firmly. The leopard then carried it to its den while holding it in its mouth. Bipedal bear. Even for bears, walking on the back legs appears to be more efficient than doing so on the front legs. On June 22, 2016, locals in Oak Ridge, New Jersey, reported seeing this bear multiple times as it was observed moving around on just its rear legs. He was forced to adapt and move in this way, since it had sustained a catastrophic injury to its front limbs. The bear quickly earned the moniker Pedals the bipedal bear after becoming popular on social media and being declared harmless, though locals are still urged to exercise caution. Dancing bats. Before they watched this, nobody knew these little brutes could dance like this. There was a party going on, right? Or perhaps this is similar to their dance club. They are dancing their hearts out, but you never know. The bats stretching their wings and approaching the camera make it look very comical. You must be perplexed by this video, but there's a trick going on. The bats are actually hanging upside down, but it appears as though the camera angle was inverted to capture them. Really nice, huh? Gorillas in rain. If only this goddamn rain could have given us a free pass until another day. These enormous gorillas are living proof that not everyone likes it when it rains. This is funny. Holding their infants in their arms, 2 female gorillas are unsure about what to do next. Here's a thought. I'll go first and then you all will. Others resemble. Without a doubt, they move out of the rain one by one. But see, even gorillas have the courtesy to abide by the lady's first rule. Don't you believe that gorillas and humans are so similar? Dog-monkey creature. What was that horrifyingly odd thing? This subject still remains unanswered. Perhaps a ghost appeared with an animal aspect. This happened when a boy was cycling at random through a village when something odd leaped down from the wall and vanished quickly without being seen. Although it resembled a dog or a monkey, this creature was not either of them. What was it then? The query is still intact.
Bear versus man. Imagine flying your drone in the vast mountain ranges, heavily packed with thick snow-laden forests, only to capture something frightening with your drone camera. A similar set of events occurred in a mountain forest, where a man recorded disturbing clips with his drone camera. The drone took its flight from an open field and turned into the woods, and within a few minutes, it recorded a man wearing a blue jacket running from afar towards him, and a giant grizzly bear was chasing him. The drone didn't stop flying there. Instead, it went ahead and slightly hit the furious bear. This caught a bit of the bear's attention. However, the bear was fascinated by the man running in front of him, so he went ahead, ignoring the flying drone. The drone camera turned around and kept recording both. Nonetheless, we hope that man had escaped this vicious trap. Crocodile's attack on leopard.
So close to the crocodile.
Once upon a time in a wild and untamed land, there lived a lustrous and spotted animal. This animal, with a mighty thirst, made its way to the fizzy water's edge. As the animal bent down to douse its thirst, an unforeseen disturbance broke the calm silence. With a heavy splash and a cunning scaled figure came from the depths. The lurking crocodile, stealthy and sly, launched itself at the unknowing animal. Its important jaws snapped shut, aiming to pick up its prey. The leopard, caught off guard, let out a startled face and bounded back, hardly escaping the crocodile's deadly grip. It was a close call, and the two bloodsuckers locked eyes for a moment, sizing each other up, before the leopard wisely retreated, leaving the stream's edge to the crocodile, who slipped back beneath the water, evaporating into the depths. It was a tense hassle in the circle of life, where hazard lurked just below the face.
Oh!
Lioness and her little cubs. In the daytime, a hidden world showed itself in front of a camera. It was a world of secrets, not the usual things you see. The video revealed a lioness, a big and beautiful animal walking through a mysterious wilderness with her 3 little cubs. The wild place around them was full of green and golden colors. 2 of the cubs followed their mother, looking curious by the things they didn't understand. But the 3rd cub, full of energy and youth, ran ahead without realizing the hidden dangers in the bushes. The lioness, like a guardian of hidden knowledge, gently stopped her racing cub with her claws, reminding it of the dangers it couldn't see. She also looked back as if there were more secrets in the wild than we could see. Maybe only those who explore the wild can understand these secrets. Where hidden things are just on the edge of what we can know, and they are hard to see and understand. This scene wasn't just interesting, it was like a puzzling mystery showing us a world where nature keeps its secrets close, telling them in the quiet language of shadows and silence. Mysterious fox feeding video. In the daytime, something strange happened. A house, all alone, had a hidden purpose. 8 foxes, like silent guardians of the wilderness, gathered in a mysterious way near the house. They were waiting for someone to give them food. When the door opened, an invisible hand threw pieces of bread to these foxes.
Good morning. Good morning, my bunny.
Each fox moved quickly and gracefully to get their food. It was like a strange dance between nature and something unknown. The person giving the food and the clever foxes seemed to have an unspoken agreement that only they understood. This unusual connection happened every day, making it a strange and puzzling scene under the sunlight.
Papa. 1, 2.
The Lion and the Turtle. In the dim evening, something strange happened. A huge lion with a dark mane was on a video near a river. It looked like a ghostly show. The lion went to the river and drank water. Then an old turtle came near the lion right at its mouth. Surprisingly, the turtle wasn't scared. The lion and the turtle had a secret understanding, and the lion continued to drink water. The river's sound was like a spooky song. The lion kept its eyes on the turtle and drank water. It was a very shocking event for everyone that how the turtle didn't afraid of the lion, and why the lion didn't get offended by the turtle. Some thought that probably both of them were friends. It was a weird and puzzling moment, like a mystery in nature that left everyone watching in wonder.
Zombie moose. In the heart of the rugged mountains, a camera captured a strange yet puzzling scene. Two moose, unlike any ordinary ones, traversed a small grassy expanse with an unhurried grace. Their presence held an air of mystery, their movements a dance of secrets, the grand horns expansive as a dinner plate, sprawled in every direction, adding to their cryptic vibe. Also, a growth of skin hanging from the neck. It is other than normal. It grew very large. These moose were no common sight. They moved in a way that defied the usual, a rhythmic mystery that left no easy answers. Their large, distilled horns protruded like ancient artifacts, carrying an aura of curiosity. As the recording unfolded, one couldn't help but wonder about the depths of their existence. What secrets lie within these haunting creatures? They were a puzzle waiting to be unraveled, a mystery that had remained unsolved for all who came across them. In that mountainous realm, they stood as sentinels of the unknown, leaving behind a mark of curiosity. A spectator from another world. On a dark and gloomy night brimmed with uninviting voices that sounded like a cacophony of despair and sorrows, the camera trailed over a tapestry of the unusual wilderness of a forest, capturing the stillness of the landscape that veils over the entire jungle, painting it as a realm of obscured creatures. As the camera shifted its focus to capture the isolated vastness of the forest, a conjuring set of events took place. It got struck by an unnatural spectator, peeking from a distance. This uninviting creature appeared like a grim reaper draped in all white, gawking at the camera lens in all its satanic and ghostly enigma. This bone-chilling experience becomes even more vicious as the camera pans a bit closer to capture the horrors of that enigmatic creature. The porcelain face of that horrid creature remains expressionless as it moves with an uncanny subtle motion, adding gloominess to the phantasmic atmosphere, defying the laws of nature while questioning our faiths and beliefs about the mysterious world between the alive and the dead. This satanic and ghastly scene was a spine-tingling experience enough to baffle anyone out of its wits. A mystic forest serpent. Imagine strolling in a spooky forest laden with sky-climbing trees that had lost all their vibrancy and luster to a densely packed fog. The fog veils over the jungle, blocking every ray of hope and life, a preferred place for gruesome creatures. Shifting this paradigm to the real world, the camera caught a webbed appearance of trees twisted by a colossal rope that seemed to have spikes of green and yellow hues. The spiraled rope is of varied length, conjuring the forest into an inescapable maze. To our astonishment, as soon as the camera started focusing across the string, it slithered in subtle movements, slowly twisting the trees around its whole length. Amidst the rattling sounds and gloominess, the camera lens keeps paving its way across the sides of this gigantic rope, only to get struck by a humongous snake, a serpentine creature almost 20 feet long, swallowing the life out of these trees. This mystic creature had a skull-like head with a vast hollowness in its eyes, sharp-pointed teeth unlike any other anacondas ever captured on camera, and seemed all ready to devour its prey in a single gulp, leaving no traces behind. A cow moose? The camera captured a rare and mysterious scene. It was recorded in the mountains. This cryptic creature was moving on a plain road in the quiet heart of the mountains. A peculiar tale unfolded before the camera's watchful gaze. Its steps, measured on a plain road, entered the frame, shrouded in secrecy. No one in the land had glimpsed its form prior, a true enigma of nature. This elusive being, a cow moose, bore the telltale signs of a female carrying a dignified hump on her broad shoulder, an emblem of feminine strength. Below her chin, a curious flap of skin hung, a unique touch in this mysterious mosaic. It actually seemed like it was a female moose because it had a large hump on its shoulder. It was actually a physical appearance of a female body. It also had a flap of skin beneath the chin. It had brain worms. This species is a slender roundworm commonly found in the brain cavity. This thread-like worm can be found in spaces and veins surrounding the brain. It had a brain moose that was actually thread-like worms surrounded in veins or brain. It was moving here and there and vibrating in a very cryptid manner. Alligator. In a spooky and thick forest, a camera captured something like a nightmare. A huge alligator came out of the water and moved onto land. Every heavy step it took made the ground shake, giving you chills. Its creepy and slow movements could scare even the bravest person. As the moonlight came through the twisted trees, the alligator seemed to be up to something sinister. It moved through the forest very patiently, with its cold, reptile eyes looking around with evil intentions. The twisted branches and thick bushes couldn't hide what it was planning. But the real horror was inside the massive, scaly body of the alligator. When it settled down in the dark night, its wide mouth slowly opened, and two shiny, predatory eyes appeared. These eyes belonged to a helpless deer, trapped by this terrifying predator, waiting for a terrible end. Spooky appearance. In the heart of the shadowy forest, under the cloak of the darkest night, an enigmatic video revealed an unsettling presence. Amidst the obscurity, the camera unveiled an ethereal being, a ghostly form that defied explanation. Its visage, an eerie, smoky white oval, seemed to float like a phantom bubble. It was no mere illusion. Hauntingly, it materialized and dissolved, shifting direction like a whispering wind, a spectral enigma amidst the trees, leaving an eerie chill in its wake, a mystery woven into the tapestry of the night. Cryptic chase. Deep in the heart of the wilderness, a truck and a car sat silently. Two men, curious, ventured into the truck's cabin. Suddenly, from above, a mysterious presence, perhaps a ghost or spirit, descended and swiftly departed. As it passed the car, the lights flickered and died, plunging them into eerie darkness. The creature's eyes glowed ominously, etching a disturbing image into their minds. They fumbled for their camera, capturing what could be a supernatural entity. After a chilling interlude, they emerged from the truck, yet a palpable unease clung to them, as if something sinister trailed in their wake. A haunting presence, undeterred by the wilderness, had latched onto their very souls, leaving them with an uncanny feeling that they were never truly alone. Minion on Ring Camera. In the dark night, a man went into his backyard. He had a special camera called a ring camera. This camera liked exciting things, not boring stuff. Then a strange creature appeared on the camera. It wasn't a normal animal, but a tiny creature like from old stories. It moved around under the moonlight. As time passed, more and more of these magical creatures showed up. From far away, they looked like butterflies, but up close, they seemed like characters from fairy tales. They danced in the man's backyard. This was a big mystery that was hard to understand. These creatures from old stories somehow came into the real world. People whispered and wondered how this could happen. It was like a mix of real life and make-believe. The answer to this puzzle lay in the universe, hidden in the dark, waiting for another secret to be revealed at midnight. Witch? In the eerie wilderness of some remote corner of the world, a spine-chilling encounter unfolded. A jeep navigating sinister roads beneath a moonless sky advanced cautiously. The atmosphere was heavy with dread, and their journey took an unholy turn when an unsettling sight materialized on the desolate road ahead. As they drew nearer, an enigmatic figure emerged, draped in a ghostly white shroud. Its arms and hands extended in an unnatural crescent moon arc, defying the laws of nature. The cryptic being moved with an otherworldly gait, akin to a spectral zombie. Mesmerized and terror-stricken, they dared to follow as curiosity battled with fear. But as they closed the distance, the enigma took a malevolent turn. The creature's movements became a haunting dance, and it turned to chase them down the forsaken path. Panic seized their hearts as the pursuit intensified. They recoiled in horror, their very breath snatched by this unearthly terror. Moments later, without warning, the mysterious entity veered to the left, vanishing into the obsidian darkness. Questions swirled in the night air, unanswered and unsettling. Was it a tormented soul? Was it a tormented soul forever trapped in the realm of the living? Or a cryptic manifestation of supernatural forces beyond comprehension? The video froze in time, a testament to an encounter that defied explanation, leaving an indelible mark of fear upon those who witnessed it, a chilling riddle that would haunt their dreams for nights to come.
Mystical encounter with frill-necked lizard. In a sunny forest, something amazing happened. A brave man was there, full of curiosity. He pointed his camera at a special lizard called a frill-necked lizard. This lizard moved in a strange way, like a puzzle to solve. The lizard sat on the man without scaring him. Instead, the man laughed. The lizard had a frill on its neck that would get bigger and smaller, like a magical show. It moved in a way that looked almost unreal, like it was defying gravity. The forest was a perfect place for this magical encounter. The sunlight came through the trees, making everything seem mystical. Anyone lucky enough to see this couldn't help but feel the forest mysteries. In that short moment, the man's laughter and the lizard's dance made a beautiful and mysterious moment in the forest. It left everyone who saw it amazed by the wonders of nature. Woman and panther. In a hidden place, a video told a strange story. It all started when a woman found what she thought was a small kitten in a tangled mess of plants. But as time passed, she realized it wasn't a kitten at all. It was a panther, a wild and powerful creature. Surprisingly, she didn't get scared and kept the panther as her companion. Her courage was a mystery because she took the panther into the deep forest where it was dangerous. They explored the woods together like two secret friends connected by fate. The video talked about a special connection beyond understanding between the woman and the panther. It was a story about a woman who bravely embraced the mysteries of the wild, a story hidden in the darkness and lit by her bravery, always wrapped in secrets. Enigmatic encounter in forest. In a deep old forest, something mysterious happened.
Oh no, stop it. Oh my gosh.
There was a video showing a narrow path that went on into the dark woods. A girl was inside a cabin and she started moving down this strange path all by herself. Then, out of nowhere, 3 very big bears appeared. They were massive. Strangely, the girl didn't do anything. She just stayed still, scared in the quiet forest. Time felt like it had stopped, and everyone was holding their breath. The bears came closer, their dark eyes hiding their intentions. But then, something strange happened. The bears, as if they had a secret agreement, passed right by her without hurting her. She felt lucky and surprised. The forest kept its mysteries, and this strange encounter would always be a part of her life. Mama bear desperate to feed her babies. In the dark of the night, something mysterious happened, caught on a house camera. It looked like nature had a secret to tell. In the dim light, a mother bear appeared, like she had a hidden reason. She had 2 baby bears with her, and they seemed really hungry. They followed her, curious and in need of something to eat. The mother bear led her cubs to a lonely car under the night sky. What did she hope to find there? Was it real food or just a trick of the night? Suddenly, the bear broke the car's mirror, making a loud noise. She climbed inside, her actions puzzling, like she was solving a hidden puzzle. The camera could only show a part of the story, leaving us with many questions about what the bear was thinking. It was a nighttime mystery, a story waiting to be discovered. A narrow escape. Deep in the thick woods, the video began with an unsettling incident. A giant Korean snake swallowing a baby bird off its nest. It was a terrifying sight in which a snake held the baby bird with its wide open mouth, gradually engulfing it, starting from its tiny feet while hanging from a branch close to a bird's nest. On seeing this barbaric act, the bird couple intervened. They tried to prick the snake multiple times from various directions to loosen the snake's grip on their baby. Somehow, this seemingly impossible trick worked. The snake dropped the bird, but now another problem was to shush away the snake from the nearby nest. As the nest had unhatched nestlings, the bird couple needed to make the snake disappear, so they went full on it. They started attacking the snake, biting its rustling tail and pushing it off the tree branch. At last, their efforts bore fruit, and the snake went, sparing the eggs from its dreadful feast.
Mysterious wolverine. In Norway, on a snowy evening, the ground was all covered in white. The wind blew strong, making the scene both beautiful and chilling. But what caught the eye was a mysterious and puzzling sight. A wolverine, a type of wolf, attacking a reindeer in a haunting and fierce manner. There was a fierce struggle between them. The wolverine relentlessly went after the reindeer, while the reindeer fought desperately for its life. Reindeer are usually found in North America and were domesticated in Europe. The wolverine had a tight grip around the reindeer's throat, making it hard for the reindeer to breathe. Two other reindeer rushed over, but they couldn't save their companion from the relentless wolverine. It was a deep mystery unfolding in the snowy landscapes of Norway, a wild clash between two creatures, one fighting for survival, the other driven by its primal instincts. The snowy setting added an eerie backdrop to this fierce struggle, making it a scene both eerie and unsettling. Epic grizzly. In a wide open road, something extraordinary unfolded before the camera lens. Two massive grizzly bears engaged in a peculiar and intense struggle. Their roars echoed loudly, filling the air with tension. These bears exhibited a curious and enigmatic behavior. They wrestled with a strange sort of determination, using their paws to push and shove. It left everyone wondering about their motives and the cause of their disagreement. Suddenly, their fight became more severe. They were folded into each other and immersed in fighting in a haunted way. They were looking very furious, and the air was filled by truly enigmatic and held uneasiness. The footage captured a truly remarkable event, yet the nature of their conflict remained shrouded in mystery, a puzzle waiting to be unrevealed. It was a deep mystery what they were wanting and saying, and what was the reason for this haunted fight. Forest encounter. The camera uploaded something mysterious and different. It was a very rare sight that happened. The lady was sleeping in a van. She woke up very early in the morning and also at midnight. Here is the big reason why she was woken up very early in the morning. Someone knocked her van. She woke up with fear. She asked how I can help you, but no one answered. There was no response. But also here's footprints of someone. This was repeated 3 times that she heard the footprints of someone.
Yeah.
somebody was just here again 3 times now. The 3rd time I looked out, they were walking on foot.
It was a very scary and spine-chilling scene. The lady in the van said that he was hiding behind the tree and went to the car again and again in the next morning. She came out of the car and she saw a footprint of a big man. It was printed on snow. It was looking very mysterious and cryptic. This was a deep and great mystery that was on the outside of the van. Is it being a paranormal creature or being or something else? The air was filled with truly enigma and fear, and this mystery remains unrevealed still.
Somebody's back here again. I hear footprints.
Hello? How can I help you?
Paranormal entity. One night in a very dark room, a young boy lay fast asleep in his bed. He had wrapped a warm blanket around himself. He was in a very deep sleep. In that room, there was a window covered with curtains. These curtains were gently moving in the air. The air was filled with true enigma and fear. All of a sudden, the boy's blanket was swiftly pulled away. The camera captured something strange. There, outside the window beside his bed, stood a lady dressed in white. Her long hair fell over her face, hiding it. She was looking right at the sleeping boy. It was a scene that sent shivers down the spine of anyone who saw it, a moment filled with true mystery and fear. This mysterious figure, this woman in white, remained a puzzle. No one knew where she came from or why she was there. The room was filled with an eerie atmosphere, a feeling of something beyond the ordinary. It was really a paranormal creature. The secret of this haunting event is still unknown, leaving us all with a lingering sense of unease. It was also not found out what happened to the boy next. It was still a puzzle, and this put all the people in curiosity and suspense. Alien. In a dark, scary forest far from anyone's sight, a trail camera recorded something we can't explain. The video showed something really spooky, like it came from another world. This creature didn't look like anything from Earth. It was all twisted and scary, making us wonder if reality itself was strange. When the camera noticed movement with its special sensors, the forest got a weird glowing look. Shadows moved around the creepy twisted trees, making the place even scarier. Then, out of nowhere, a weird figure came out of the darkness. It looked all wrong, with long arms and pale skin like the moon. It moved strangely, like it didn't follow our normal rules. The camera only saw the mysterious thing for a short time, but it felt like forever. Was it an alien? Maybe a creature from old stories? Or something even scarier that we don't know about? After seeing the video, we had more questions than answers. It made us scared and made us think about things we can't understand. In that spooky first, the trail camera caught something really strange, giving us a peek into a world we might never figure out. Mysterious coyote. In the eerie depths of the night, the watchful eye of the backyard camera bore witness to a truly mystifying spectacle. A cryptic video unfolded, revealing a wild figure that sent shivers down the spine. A mysterious coyote, its presence haunting the very ground it tread upon. The coyote, a creature of the untamed, moved with an enigmatic purpose. Was it a mere wanderer, or did it seek something hidden in the shadows? The answers remained obscure. Concealed within the nocturnal embrace, emerging from the depths of darkness, the coyote began its meandering odyssey. Its form appeared ghostly, a spectral silhouette against the obsidian backdrop of the night. With every step, it left behind an air of intrigue and uncertainty. Then, as swiftly as it had materialized, the elusive coyote vanished into the abyss once more, swallowed by the unknown. It was as if the very ground conspired to shield its secrets, hiding them from prying eyes. And just when one thought it had slipped into the shadows for good, the coyote re-emerged, resuming its haunting dance on the earth. A creature of the wild, untethered by the rules of the known world, had left an indelible mark on the camera's lens. Roaming ghost. Cryptid paranormal spirit. In the heart of the eerie forest, trail cam unveiled a bone-chilling secret. In the dead of night, it exposed a cryptic video that sent shivers down my spine. A ghostly figure materialized from the shadows, a sinister silhouette like smoke sculpted into a haunting form. It lingered for mere moments, then dissolved into the night air. The sheer terror of that footage gripped my heart, a chilling encounter with the supernatural in the heart of darkness. Stroller. In a bizarre video, a man dressed as a Joker strolled down the street, his intentions shrouded in mystery. He paused at a door, peering inside with an eerie curiosity, then silently continued his peculiar journey. Was he a troubled soul lost in his thoughts, or a potential thief plotting mischief? The enigmatic clown's purpose remained uncertain, leaving behind a perplexing trail of questions in the dimly lit night. Hidden supernatural creature. The trail camera unveiled an enigmatic scene amidst the shroud of the dark forest secrets. Two raccoons, their eyes aglow like distant stars, frolicked in the eerie illumination of the camera's lens. Yet their presence was not the most unsettling revelation. In the shadows, concealed by the gnarled bushes, a spectral figure lurked. Its eyes, too, emitted an otherworldly luminescence. Was it a being from the supernatural realm, a dogman born of legend, or perhaps a goblin of the old tales? The answer remains shrouded in mystery, obscured by the inky depths of the forest. What nefarious purpose or curious curiosity drove this entity to observe? We may never know. The video, an unsettling testament to the unknown, sent shivers down my spine and left my heart pounding. In that cryptic recording, the boundaries between the ordinary and the inexplicable blurred, leaving us with more questions than answers.
Cassowary. A remarkable video has emerged capturing a rare sight, a fluffy black cassowary. This fascinating bird, known for its large size and distinct appearance, stands out with its luxurious black feathers. The black fluffy cassowary is truly special. Its soft and fluffy feathers make it look cute and huggable. What makes it even more interesting is its unique horn-like crest on top of its head and its long legs. These features add to its allure and capture our attention. The cassowary is a fascinating bird that stands out from others in the animal kingdom. Its appearance sparks curiosity and wonder among those who have the opportunity to witness it. The footage has generated excitement among nature enthusiasts, as spotting a black fluffy cassowary is an exceptionally rare occurrence. Mystery in the forest. While filming a survival tutorial in the woods, he heard a noise of someone asking for help. That person asking for help sounded like a normal human being, but his movements were more like a woodwalker than a human. This mysterious being, resembled as a cross between a human and a woodland creature, seemed to effortlessly move through the forest with agility and grace. The strange video has made people really interested and curious. They want to know more about the mysterious woodwalker and its secret world. Eerie and intense creature. Most people noticed a peculiar face looking out from a window in one of the deserted buildings. The face looked very different, with light, eerie skin and intense, empty eyes. The face looked sad and seemed like it wanted to escape from the old building. It made everyone feel scared and curious at the same time. Montana discovery. Montana residents were surprised by the appearance of an unusual creature with elongated limbs. It appeared unlike anything they had previously witnessed. The arms and legs had an unusual length, making it quite noticeable. This unique being questioned the preconceived notions about living organisms. People were really impressed and couldn't help but discuss it. Curiosity arose regarding its origin and purpose within the state of Montana. Researchers were also intrigued and sought to gain further knowledge about this enigmatic being and its distinctive characteristics. Unexpected velociraptor. In Florida, an unexpected velociraptor-looking animal was captured on camera. This dinosaur-like animal had sharp claws and a sleek reptilian body. Its fierce appearance and agile movements left viewers in awe and wonder. The exciting video of this incredible sighting has made people very curious. They are wondering if there are still dinosaurs living today. The idea of ancient creatures existing in the present has sparked a lot of excitement and discussion among people. Enormous white Bigfoot. In Pennsylvania, an extraordinary sight was captured on camera. An enormous white Bigfoot. This creature, resembling the legendary Bigfoot with its massive size, was distinguished by its rare white fur. The video of the white Bigfoot has made people really curious and interested. They are wondering if this mysterious creature is real. Desert creature. In Portugal, an astonishing find has emerged, a desert creature that resembles a human. This remarkable being, discovered in the arid landscapes, has captivated the attention of researchers and locals alike. With its appearance, it stands out among the desert surroundings. The creature's characteristics, including its body shape and features, closely resemble that of a person. Mischievous Managishi. A mischievous creature known as the Managishi was recently captured on camera, causing quite a stir. The Managishi is a little creature that is really hard to find. It loves to play tricks on people and surprise them. It has clever eyes and a smile that shows it likes to cause mischief. You can tell it enjoys being mischievous by its expressions. The video of the Managishi has made people interested, and they want to learn more about this secretive creature. Experts are studying the footage to understand its tricks and learn about its mischievous behavior.
Hungry crocodiles. Do you know how a hungry crocodile feasts over his meal? If not, then don't worry, we got you. This disturbing footage began with the terrifying sight of a group of giant crocodiles gawking at the piece of meat, as if they'd been kept hungry for ages. They began crowding near the man, who was holding a huge chunk of the meat in the air. Well, that chunk was not enough for tons of giant crocodiles. Yet the man tossed that chunk into the pond, brimmed with hungry crocodiles, adding more to the already dreadful atmosphere. The deafening silence soon ended with water splashes as the crocodiles became fanatical at the long-awaited meal. They attacked over the one piece of meat, and some lucky crocodile at the back nibbled that flesh. The video ended with crocodiles staring at the man, hoping for a meatier feast. Crown of Victory. In the blissful sight of the Arctic region, a colossal deer with enormous antlers was seen wandering through snowy hills. However, this wasn't the sole reason to document this beautiful herbivore. There was something peculiar about this colossal elk. As he was grazing in the meadows, a giant thing stuck in his horns caught the observer's attention. That massive thing was the crown of his victorious battle. It was the head of another deer, who might have been unluckily in a deadly encounter. The way that the head had been pierced through one of its antlers speaks great volumes about the immense strength these Arctic elk possess and how fatal their encounters can be. Predator versus predator. Have you ever seen a predator falling prey to another predator? Nature's vicious cycle works in such a way that even venomous predators can serve as a delicious meal for avians. For instance, in this video, an eagle can be seen brutally dismembering a giant snake. These sharp claws had their grips tight on the slithering creature, while its pointed beak started making brutal incisions on the snake's wriggling body. This video might be triggering for you guys, as the eagle ripped apart the snake's abdomen, exposing his intestines and eating them right away. The eagle did not stop there. It kept butchering the snake nibble by nibble, and in the end, severed its already torn body. Leap of faith. A lone bobcat set out on a risky journey amid the vastness of the Arctic wasteland. The landscape, blanketed in snow and ice, stretched endlessly before the cat. The bobcat was conscious of the threats hiding beneath the frosty surface, and used its strong senses to detect its every move. While walking over the frozen lake, the bobcat felt shivers run down its spine as a sudden sharp cracking broke the eerie calm. At that instant of extreme danger, the bobcat's survival instincts took over. It shot into the freezing air with a magnificent leap full of speed and agility. With a gentle thud, it landed on the other side of the brittle ice after using its strong legs to drive itself to safety. The bobcat's quick reflexes and acute awareness had kept it safe from the freezing grasp of the water below in the face of hardship. fear reflecting through the mirror. Just minding its own business and having fun, a bear strolled through the trees in a jungle. However, it noticed something odd out of the blue, which actually was a mirror, but it was strange and creepy for the bear. The bear couldn't resist checking itself out, and that's when things got weird. Its eyes went from being inquisitive to strangely concentrated, as though they were hiding a sinister secret. The bear was startled and tried to run away, but it could not. It seemed as though the mirror had enchanted it. The jungle went all quiet, and you could almost feel the suspense in the air. The bear and the mirror were locked in this strange, eerie moment, and the bear was confused and astonished enough. He had the experience of his life about which he will now wonder for ages. Snail's Serene Feast. In a cozy little corner of the world, a couple of snails made the decision to have a feast. They weren't in a rush, rather they took their time, savoring their little bites of joy. A fresh piece of green was being munched by one snail, while the other got a sprinkle of something powdery and delicious in front of it. They didn't seem to care about the world around them. Their slow, deliberate chewing produced an odd ASMR symphony, with the calming sounds of little bites and the soft rhythm of the natural world. Their peaceful and unhurried feast gave you a little moment of pure enjoyment and reminds you that happiness can be found in the little things, even when you're a snail enjoying a leisurely meal.
Horror in the forest. As the sun's final rays painted the sky in eerie reds, a forest lay shrouded in darkness, a spooky place. A courageous cameraman entered this obscurity, hunting for secrets only the bravest would pursue. The wind whispered unsettling stories as the camera's lens focused, turning the world into a nightmare. An eerie figure appeared from the darkness, resembling the legendary Bigfoot. Its massive, pitch-black form moved with an unsettling grace, defying natural laws. The cameraman's hand shook as the creature's monstrous presence sent chills down his spine. A sense of dread blanketed the forest like a veil over the departed. This monstrous being radiated malevolence, drawing energy from fear itself. Its eyes, lacking humanity, pierced the souls of those who witnessed its horrifying performance. The camera continued to roll, capturing each heart-pounding moment. The creature's deliberate and menacing movements defied explanation. Was it a guardian of unspeakable evil, or did it foretell impending doom? The once lively forest fell into an eerie silence, as if nature itself recoiled from the abomination that prowled its depths.
Oh my god. Bailey, you see that?
The cameraman's encounter left him frozen with fear, unable to grasp the nightmarish reality he had seen. The creature's purpose remained a mystery, hidden in impenetrable darkness. The video served as proof of the unspeakable horror lurking within the forest, reminding us that some secrets are best left alone. In the end, all that remained was a haunting image, a puzzle that continued to haunt the dreams of those who dared to peer into the forest's abyss at sunset, where the line between the natural and the supernatural blended into an endless realm of dread. The mysterious coyote. In the quiet mountains where the snow blanketed the ground, a camera captured a sight that was beyond rare. It was something never seen before, a mysterious creature in an uncommon moment. Instead of its usual hunting and roaming, this coyote was doing something unusual. It was perched high in a tree, nibbling on berries. This was a truly strange scene. Everyone who saw it was left wide-eyed and puzzled. Coyotes aren't known for tree-climbing antics. After all, this particular one seemed different, like it held a secret. The mystery of this peculiar coyote remains unsolved, leaving everyone curious and eager for answers. How did it manage to ascend the tree? That's the question on everyone's mind. It was a very infrequent scene that happened here in this clip. The image of this enigmatic coyote has sparked a lot of interest and wonder. People are eager to understand this mysterious behavior, hoping it might reveal something new and fascinating about these creatures we thought we knew so well. The snow-covered mountains seem to hold more secrets than we ever imagined. creepy humanoid. The camera recorded a mysterious and eerie sight. This clip was captured by the home's CCTV footage. This mysterious creature that was recorded in the camera moved like a crab across the road, walking on 4 bent legs. Its figure was so spooky and suspicious. It's unclear what this creature was. It was looking really mysterious and rare sight. Some people say that it was a mutant dog. Some people say it was a creepy alien. It was a scene that sent shivers down the spine of anyone who saw it. A moment filled with true mystery and fear. Whereas some people firmly believe that this was a ghoul. A ghoul is basically a demon-like being or monstrous humanoid that was originated in the pre-Islamic Arabian religion in modern fiction. The word ghoul is usually describing a certain kind of undead humanoid monster that consumes human flesh. Sounds pretty horrific and terrifying. But this is a very creepy mystery. What it was giving spines to the camera operator and people around it. But it was not revealed the secret of this cryptic eerie creature yet, leaving us all with a lingering sense of unease.
The Anteater with 2 faces. In this captivating video, a giant anteater was engaged in a fantastic trick that fooled the eyes and the mind. This curious creature was toying with a piece of wood, and its forelegs seemed to take on an eerie, lifelike appearance and resemble another face. At first glance, it was as if he was not alone, but there were 2. The video played with our perception, making you wonder if there were 2 distinct creatures or just one cleverly disguised giant anteater. This captivating illusion will leave you in suspense and prompt you to ponder the uncanny abilities of nature and how the things we see can be this much manipulating. Baby rhino's playdate with a wild beast. In this adorable video, a baby rhino stole the show with its adorable antics. This young rhino, full of youthful radiance, played a game of chase with a nearby wildebeest. It mustered all its tiny might, charged toward the wild beast, and then quickly retreated to its mother's side for safety. The wildebeest played along while gracefully prancing off and then lowering its pace to allow the baby rhino to catch up. Their amusing back and forth was a touching example of animal friendship and innocence. A warthog was also watching the scene with a look of pure amusement. It seemed genuinely entertained by the lively performance, demonstrating how nature is full of surprises, including the endearing and happy times when various creatures get together to enjoy some innocent fun. This video served as a heartfelt reminder of the pure and untamed delight of youth and the incredible connections that form between the various creatures that call the wild home. Jaws of Danger. In a bone-chilling and utterly dangerous video, a man dared to defy reason by pushing his entire arm into the gaping jaws of a crocodile. The crocodile's mouth was open wide, like the jaws of an ancient predator ready to close. Undaunted by the impending danger, the man first played with fate by sticking only a tiny portion of his arm in, then quickly pulled it out as the crocodile's jaws closed. Then he plunged his whole arm right into the crocodile's mouth. It was a heart-pounding moment, leaving viewers in shock and thrill. One could only wonder what drove the man to take such a risky and potentially fatal action. This video was a sobering reminder of the extent to which some people would go to experience thrills or to demonstrate their bravery, even when they were in grave danger. Massive elephant seal. In a New Zealand park, something strange happened during the bright daylight. A massive and mysterious creature appeared, pushing the limits of understanding. The video recorded this mystery, revealing a gigantic elephant seal, a creature normally found deep in the sea. This enormous being moved through the park with an eerie grace. People gathered around like insects, and their quiet whispers added to the puzzling atmosphere. This was no ordinary sight. It was like a puzzle in the daytime. People couldn't figure out where this enormous creature came from. It felt as if it had emerged from the depths of the ocean, breaking free from the water to explore the land. In that strange and bright moment, the park transformed into a place of mysteries. Reality mixed with the unknown, and the massive elephant seal became a puzzle that no one could solve. Hunting gone wrong. Have you ever heard about a gray wolf hunting a skunk? Well, the other day, a trail camera recorded a fascinating incident that happened in the middle of the night. Apparently, a gray wolf was stalking a skunk and attacked it from behind, thinking that it would be an easy prey. However, things didn't go as planned. The skunk activated its defense mechanism and sprayed the wolf with its pungent odor. The wolf was taken aback and stayed numb and irritated for a while, trying to shake off the stinky mess. It was a hilarious sight to witness, a wild predator being outsmarted by a tiny skunk. Though it might have been frustrating for the wolf, it's always incredible to see how nature has equipped each animal with unique ways to survive and defend itself. So next time you see a skunk, be careful. They can be pretty feisty. Safari faux figure. A weird scene was recorded by a tourist while roaming through a safari. In the video, many people were seen holding on to the tall tree. Their facial expressions were somewhat unpleasant, as if they were in real danger and frightened by something. And below them were a bunch of deadly animals waiting for them to climb down. The rhinoceros, lions, and hyenas were all staring at the group of people with drooling faces, as if they were all waiting for their scrumptious feast. However, this wasn't real at all. It was just a faux and staged figure, solely for the entertainment purposes of tourists.
Enigmatic forest horror. In a dark, spooky forest, a camera on a trail saw something very scary. What it saw could make even brave people scared. Think of a creature so ugly and scary that it seemed like it came from the darkest, scariest place. But here's the weird part. Its face was hidden like either the back of a strange creature or a sad deer stuck in a never-ending bad dream. This creature was unnatural, like the trees that whispered spooky secrets in the quiet forest. The camera wanted to show the truth, but it couldn't. It's like the camera was under a spell from an evil force in the woods. No matter how much it tried, it couldn't show the creature's face. We're left wondering if this was on purpose, or if it shows how strange and not from this world the creature is. Deer attacked, injured. On a sunny day, a camera in the woods saw something very sad. It filmed a beautiful deer, which is known for its elegance. The deer was peacefully eating when something bad happened. Out of nowhere, a mean animal attacked the deer's belly, and everything changed. The deer got really scared and tried to run away, but it couldn't escape in time. The attacker hurt the deer badly and was left hurt and in danger. After the scary attack, the deer walked away slowly, carrying both physical and emotional wounds from what had happened. The camera had recorded a glimpse of how tough life can be in the wild, where animals must always be careful because there are predators around. This picture reminds us that animals in the wild have a tough time surviving because they have to be careful not to become someone else's dinner. Chupacabra captured on camera. Late one night, a special camera caught something strange in a dark forest, the mysterious chupacabra. This creature, known from scary stories, silently moved through the thick woods, looking very real on the camera's view. The chupacabra was hungry and all by itself. Its red eyes searched the shadows for something to eat. It looked skinny and desperate, like a hungry hunter trying to find food in the darkness. The night felt spooky, with every twig that snapped making it even scarier. This creature, the chupacabra, became a legend in the wild because it only came out at night. People told stories about it around campfires. It had sharp teeth that made folks think it drank blood, and its strange appearance gave everyone the creeps. As the camera kept recording, the chupacabra continued its hunt, all alone in the middle of the scary forest. Its presence reminded us that there are still unknown mysteries in the world, waiting for brave explorers to find them. Cobra conquerors. In the bright daylight, a scary scene unfolded before a trail camera. It captured something truly terrifying, a venomous cobra, a snake that strikes fear into the hearts of many. This cobra had shiny, menacing scales that seemed to soak up the sunlight, creating eerie shadows. The cobra moved with an unsettling intelligence, getting closer to the camera. Its forked tongue darted in and out, adding to the fear. Its eyes were like dark gateways to something horrifying, making anyone who saw them feel uneasy. The world became a scary place, like a dark painting. Here's the spooky part. Instead of attacking, the cobra did something unexpected. It climbed up a tree, defying what we expect from a predator. It was like it had a strange ghostly wisdom. Slowly, it approached the trail camera. Without a sound, the snake covered the camera, making it disappear. The once bright day turned into a mysterious, frightening time, with only the memory of the cobra's creepy climb remaining. A truly chilling sight that will haunt anyone who sees it. Possessed home. A chilling video has emerged, illuminating a house seemingly plagued by the presence of a restless spirit. The mere concept of such a paranormal entity defies rational explanation and pushes the boundaries of human understanding. In this unsettling footage, the camera's lens captures a spectral figure gracefully ascending a staircase with an otherworldly claim that transcends the realm of the living. The ghostly apparition's movements seem deliberate, as if it possesses a purpose known only to the other side. In a matter of mere moments, this enigmatic entity dissipates into thin air, leaving behind an unsettling void. This spine-tingling encounter serves as a stark reminder that the supernatural may lurk in the most unsuspecting of locations, perhaps just around the corner from our ordinary lives. It prompts us to contemplate the limits of our comprehension of reality, encouraging consideration of the possibility of forces and phenomena beyond our understanding coexisting with our everyday existence. Ghost and Forest. In the dead of night, deep within a sinister forest, a trail camera unveiled a spine-chilling sight. A cryptic, otherworldly figure materialized from the inky darkness, resembling a shadowy specter or an eerie wisp of smoke. It materialized before the camera, only to vanish in an instant. This unsettling footage of an enigmatic natural spirit left all who beheld it trembling with fear. A shovel. The camera caught a mysterious sight. It was a very creepy and rare clip. On a dark night, a clown was spotted on a road. He was terrified or frightened by some people. There were some people that were coming toward him. They were 3 men. They wanted to kill the clown. The clown wanted to run out, but the people moved quickly towards him. One of them had a shovel in his hand, and the other had a hammer, and also the third of them is free hand. It was a very mysterious and spooky scene. The clown was very nervous. People were mustering around him. It was a desolate, scary road. Suddenly, a man with a free hand jostled the clown, and he was quivering. A man that was holding shovel pummels into the clown's head, and the very peculiar and strange scene happened next. The clown fell to the ground and died. It was a very spooky scene. The boys ran out quickly. They were nervous to see the dead clown. They killed the clown. It was a great mystery that happened how the clown was killed by some boys. It was still an unknown or puzzling mystery. Cryptic figure. The camera captured something mysterious and cryptic. It was a rare scene that never happened before. On a dark night, the family was coming from the outside, then they saw a shadow-like creature on their top window. The family was scared and frightened by this creature's presence. It was looking very spooky. In an instant, this creepy shadow-like creature or being comes on the bottom window of the house. It was a very horrified and terrified scene that gave spine to the family members. It was not an ordinary or a normal man. It was a paranormal creature that has been hiding in the house for many years. The family was saying that it was a present in the house for many years. It was a very spine-chilling scene that had also frightened the viewers. It was a deep, great mystery that the camera had captured here that was still unknown what was happening next to the family. Is this creature still living in that house or not? It was not found yet, and everyone is suspicious of it. Some people think that it was living in his home till today, but it's still a puzzle. Mysterious room. The camera captured something spooky and mysterious. It was a very unnatural and unreal scene. On a dark night, a woman was sleeping on her bed. The woman was in a blanket. She was the only one at home. In a clip, a woman who had a long day decided to take a nap. Suddenly, her bedroom's door opens as if pushed by an invisible supernatural force. It looked like a very mysterious and uncanny scene. This cryptic scene was recorded in the home security camera that gives spine to all viewers and operators, and it put all the family members in fear and doubt. Anyhow, a very peculiar act happened when the door was opened by some supernatural forces. Her blanket was swiftly pulled away. The air was filled with true enigma and fear. The girl wakes up with fear quickly, and horrified by this act, she turns on the light, but the light was blinking. It's getting on and off instantly. This was a very terrifying, spine-chilling scene. That makes everyone petrified. It was a deep mystery that was still unknown or puzzling. It was not found out what happened to the woman next. It put all the people in curiosity and deep suspense. Mysterious golem-like creature sighted. Deep in a quiet, far-off forest, a video appeared mysteriously, revealed something so puzzling that it left people baffled, making them ponder like echoes in a cave. On a sunny day, a strange creature emerged from the distance, hidden by the lush trees. It moved in an odd, otherworldly way, almost like a character from the Lord of the Rings named Gollum. This sight blurred the line between reality and fantasy, as if the video's creator had drawn inspiration from a world beyond our own. In this unusual scene, with sunlight casting its golden glow through leaves, the mysterious being unfolded. Its movements were both smooth and disjointed, like a dreamy wisp. Questions flooded the minds of those who watched. Where did this creature come from? It felt like it had been plucked from the pages of a fairy tale. This enigmatic phenomenon left behind a cloud of mystery, a riddle etched deep into our thoughts. It dared us to step into the realm of the unknown, pushing the limits of what we believe. In the heart of the forest, this mystery lingered, a moment frozen in time, waiting for those brave enough to uncover its secrets. Pigeons escape. In a thrilling feathered encounter, a courageous pigeon found itself in the wrong location at the wrong time, a fearless trespass into a falcon's nest. The falcon swiftly seized the pigeon by the neck as soon as it approached, forcing him from the nest. The falcon turned the pigeon over on the edge of a nearby building and proceeded to pluck each feather individually in a show of dominance. But the pigeon was able to wriggle free and get out of the falcon's clutches. After that, the falcon went back to her nest to continue watching her eggs until they hatched. This video demonstrates the ferocious rivalry and territorial tendencies of raptors. They do not tolerate outsiders in their domain, and the dominant bird will avenge them. Close escape. A typical feeding at the zoo escalated into a violent fight between a fearless caretaker and a furious hippopotamus in a heart-stopping scene. The hippo unexpectedly turned violent as the attendant entered its cage to give its regular dinner. The generally gentle hippo suddenly snapped, taking the attendant by surprise. The caretaker ran for the tight escape, dodging the hippo's potent attack rapidly. It was a contest between strength and time. Amazingly, the man managed to slip through the narrow space just in time to avoid the furious creature's vengeance. The incident left everyone in awe of the caretaker's quick thinking and the unpredictable nature of the animal kingdom, reminding everyone of the raw power and unpredictability within the confines of a zoo. A fierce battle. A quiet and peaceful place turned into a fierce battlefield, all thanks to two ginormous hippos fighting with each other with all their might. The video was recorded by one of the many spectators who were thrilled to witness such a dangerous sight. It all started with two colossal hippos attacking one another with their full might. Their jaws were wide open, pointed teeth colliding to break each other's jaw. The atmosphere was filled with intense noises made by angry hippos. The observers were standing in profound silence. Thus, the whole place was echoing with this daring encounter. Their jaws closed for a good minute, only to open again with full force as they sprinted towards each other like two savages. This brutal fight would have been a real show for the spectators, but it was pretty dangerous for the safety of animals as the hippos could get themselves killed. Vegetarian cobra. This captivating video shows a snake eating a whole egg in one sitting.
The snake can be seen in the footage creeping towards the egg, placed just in front of it, and then opening its jaws to consume the whole thing. It is remarkable to see how well the snake can swallow such a big object as an egg. The egg, so delicate in comparison, vanishes in the curves of the snake's grip. The fantastic way the snake's body expands as it swallows the egg highlights the cobra's extraordinary flexibility. The video showcases the cobra's remarkable hunting abilities and offers a rare look at its eating habits. Upside-down elephant. Have you ever seen a giant elephant performing spellbinding stunts? This video showcases the remarkable ability of a big elephant to turn upside down on its master's command. The video began with the elephant bathing in a well-accommodating cage by a long hose. Meanwhile, a woman can be seen demonstrating the remarkable abilities of this colossal elephant.
Street poses and warrior poses, all of these things are basic poses.
And upon proper notion, the elephant took a daring step. It rolled over its front feet and stood on its trunk upside down while its lower body remained levitating in the air.
And when you do that, you can always...
This trick received a lot of appreciation and applause from the spectators, as it was a once-in-a-lifetime experience. The colossal elk. Animals can turn wild in no time. For instance, in this video, a man in the middle of a vast safari tried to take a picture of a giant elk who got fierce in no time. The video started with an elk sitting in the peaceful commodity of the jungle when a man trespassed on it. The beauty of the giant elk caught his attention, and he tried to capture its magnificence. The elk got alarmed and stood in all its glory before the man. The man could only get a few pictures when the things turned sore. The elk leaped onto the man with a sudden thrust. The man quickly lied on the ground to protect himself from this unannounced attack. This fortunate act saved his life from the wrath of the colossal elk.
Star Ranch. Deep within a spooky forest, a trail camera unknowingly reveals the creepy mysteries of the Star Ranch. When darkness falls like a heavy curtain, the ranch, hiding in the sinister shadows, quietly watches. This eerie and mysterious moment is seriously hair-raising. The ranch is completely covered in pitch-black darkness, making it look like a mysterious phantom lurking among twisted trees and spooky whispers. The trail camera, not knowing any better, captures the ranch's ghostly presence, revealing something unsettling. A village. In a distant hillside village, something very strange has happened, and it's giving everyone the creeps. A nervous news anchor is on the airwaves, telling a scary story. They've just discovered a weird creature that has left the whole community scared and confused. The villagers are scared, and their eyes are wide with fear as they share their thoughts. One brave person says it might be a dog or a cat, trying to make sense of it. But then, in a quiet, scared voice, they admit it's something scarier than anything we've ever seen. This is a story that gives you goosebumps. It reminds us that even in the farthest, quietest places, scary mysteries can come out of nowhere and make us feel really scared and unsure. Orbs. Deep in a spooky moonlit forest, the trail camera caught something that will give you goosebumps. Strange glowing orbs floating in the pitch-black darkness where no one should be. It's a scene that's really scary, like a bad dream. Imagine being in a place where the air feels strange, and all you can hear is the creepy sound of the wind in the trees. Then, suddenly, these ghostly orbs appear, shining in a spooky way. It's something we can't easily explain, like a ghostly event that makes your heart beat fast and your hair stand up. Jaguarundi cat. In an eerie online video, a news anchor shares a chilling tale that has sent shivers down the spines of many viewers. The story revolves around a peculiar creature that has struck fear into the hearts of a small town's residents. As the video unfolds, it becomes evident that this creature is anything but ordinary. It's a strange being lurking in the shadows, instilling terror among the townspeople. The anchor, determined to unveil the truth, embarks on a spine-tingling journey to a remote and unsettling house, where an aura of tension hangs heavy in the air. Inside, the shocking revelation awaits. The mysterious creature is a jaguarundi cat. Its appearance is uncanny, resembling a fox, yet adorned with eerie and unsettling colors, as if nature itself played a sinister trick. This enigmatic feline is a riddle in the animal kingdom, leaving all who lay eyes on it in a state of bewilderment. As the anchor delves deeper into the story, a blurred line between reality and nightmares emerges. The jaguarundi cat, with its unsettling and otherworldly appearance, takes on a symbolic role, representing nature's concealed mysteries and holding the town's residents on the precipice of their sanity. The story leaves us pondering the enigmatic aspects of the natural world, reminding us that even in the most ordinary of places, darkness and wonder may intertwine in unsettling ways. Forest haunting. In a video from a trail camera, we see a scary house in a dark forest. The video shows many ghosts in the house and the spooky forest. These ghosts are looking right at the camera, which is strange. As you watch the video, it becomes scarier because of the eerie feeling. You can hear weird and creepy voices in the video that make your spine tingle. The forest is very dark and adds to the spooky feeling. The house looks old and broken down, making it even scarier. The ghosts in the video seem stuck in the house, and they move around, making everything even more unsettling. Some people might not believe in ghosts and question if the video is real, but whether you believe it or not, this video captures a very scary moment in a mysterious forest with these ghostly figures. It leaves you feeling uneasy and curious about what strange things might exist in the darkest places of our world. Nightwalkers, haunting enigma. In the dark of the night, something truly terrifying appeared in front of a camera, sending shivers down the spine. It was an eerie figure wandering through the empty streets, and it looked like a nightmarish riddle. This strange being had 2 legs, a twisted body, and a head, but it had no arms. Its movements were eerie and unnatural, making it more unsettling than anything you'd encounter in a nightmare. People had started calling these bizarre creatures nightwalkers. They were creatures of mystery, hovering between being harmless specters and malicious demons. No one could say for sure what their intentions were, and that uncertainty bred fear. Fear spread like a contagious disease among those who caught a glimpse of these unholy figures. With each passing night, their numbers seemed to grow like a dark and dreadful epidemic. The atmosphere became heavy with anxiety, as if the very night had birthed these dreadful apparitions. The origin of these nightwalkers were concealed in obscurity, as if they emerged from a sinister abyss hidden from human understanding. Nobody could decipher their purpose, assuming they even had one. They remained shrouded in a veil of impenetrable malevolence. The unrelenting camera, acting as an unwavering witness, captured the panic that had engulfed a world thrust into chaos by these strange and unknown entities. Whatever these nightwalkers were, and whatever sinister motives they concealed, they remained a riddle that only promised terror and despair to those who dared to face their cursed presence. The chilling mystery of their existence loomed large, casting an everlasting shadow over the already frightened hearts of humanity. The Ghost of Hampton's Court Palace. During long and gloomy winters, a video surfaced over the internet that sent chills down the spine of their viewers. A ghastly set of events was witnessed in one of the historical places of Hampton. A hostile creature was caught on one of the CCTV cameras of Hampton's Court Palace. The camera recorded the rare view of the place in all its gloomiest glory during the coldest winter nights in the USA. The significant historical door can be seen in the footage, surrounded by dilapidated walls and windows. As the video moves forward, a formidable creature is seen at the door. This mystic creature had a lean figure, like a skeleton draped in a white cloth that extended from the end of its face and fell to its feet. Its face was blurred, almost a vague shadow of 2 eyes gawking through the doors. The mystic yet daunting creature is seen opening the doors of the court palace, and then closing them in a relatively swift shift of events. The camera captured a horrendous sight that was enough to keep tourists from visiting such a splendid historical site. the bewildered fox. Imagine a predator getting afraid of its dismantled and dismembered prey, an appalling sight. Such a series of events was seen on a trail camera installed in perilous forests amidst the homes of obscured creatures. As the video began, a lonely fox was seen wandering through the forest, a rare event as foxes hunt with their leash. The fox was witnessed moving quietly and stealthily over a pile of dismantled animal corpses. The heap of dismembered flesh seemed to be a leftover of some other predator who didn't enjoy its prey and left it for other envious predators. The fox quietly sniffed the meat and lunged over the skeleton to nibble the flesh. Still, the lifeless structure made some uninviting movements due to its withered body. The fox felt a sudden thrust that baffled him out of his wits. It tried getting a bite of flesh, but those forceful thrusts were enough to keep it away from the slaughtered animal. The movement seemed unnatural, as if the fox had seen some supernatural force pulling the flesh for itself, or it could be a strong gust of wind. The tailless fox. In the extreme vastness of a thick forest, home to many mystic phantoms, a trail camera was set to record the unnatural and daunting set of events. The footage revealed strange movements by a peculiar predator. An uninviting scene of wilderness surrounded by tranquility and enigmatic abandonment was captured. The tall trees laden with twigs and bushes looked gloomier than usual, as if it were a realm of some unwelcoming creature, a door to an unseen world of hostile creatures hungry for worldly beings. In the video, a peculiar creature was seen popping from nowhere in sight, with big, bright, beaming eyes wandering here and there for its prey. The creature looked like a fox, with no tail and a very abnormal facial structure. Unlike the quiet and stealthy nature of the skulk of foxes, this creature was hopping and jumping quickly in search of its prey. The animal remained for a few minutes and escaped from the frame. Witnessing such a creature can be spooky for some people. In contrast for others, it raised a question about some other species of fox, or a fox without a tail due to some unfortunate events. However, nature is mystic and enigmatic.
Falcon's head. In a breathtaking demonstration of nature's engineering miracle, a guy impresses onlookers by demonstrating the amazing falcon's ability to maintain its equilibrium. The man holds the wonderful bird with such skill while moving its body in different ways. The falcon's body moves, but its head stays astonishingly still, focused on one spot. This performance emphasizes the falcon's extraordinary agility and balance, perfected over years of evolution and adaptation for flawless flying movements. The audience watches in astonishment as the bird's body gracefully sways, yet its focus remains fixed. It's a monument to nature's remarkable mastery, with viewers captivated by the falcon's steadfast gaze amid the motion of movement. Painful disparities. The world is full of cruel disparities. For instance, in this video, a harsh reality strikes straight into our faces when a cute puppy glances from his car window over a street dog sitting at the side of the road, turning it into a helpless situation. Imagine a dog receiving all the love from its owners traveling in cars, while another dog gets all the hate and stones from people sitting on the side of the road. The video encompasses the hurtful tragedies all around us, showcasing the brutal reality of the world where two animals are treated differently depending on their breeds. Grizzly bears attack. This video will send chills down your spine. In broad daylight, a family set out on a venture to a safari park. Driving around the safari, they came across this cute, not-so-big brown bear walking beside their car. The man, out of curiosity and humbleness, tried to feed the grizzly bear a pretzel. You would think it a sweet gesture, but here things took a wild turn. The untamed grizzly bear, to eat the pretzel, attacked the man's hand with its jaws wide open. However, the car ride saved the day for him as the man quickly plunged his hand out of reach of the man, and they quickly drove away. Bear chase in snow. In a snowy place, a snowboarder was singing a beautiful song. She was busy doing her own stuff. She didn't know a bear was following her. The snow and sky were quiet. She glided on her board, leaving marks in the snow. The bear, like a ghost, silently chased her. Her song mixed with the cold wind, and she danced like a ghost. The trees watched. A video showed her happy, but the bear chasing. It felt like time was waiting for something unexpected. If she knew, maybe her song would change. She didn't know the bear behind her. This moment in the snow stays a mystery in the video, waiting for someone to understand. Nobody knew why that bear was following her and what was his purpose. The bear might cause her harm. It was really a mysterious scene. Bears play with ice. The camera captured a breathtaking video of a light brown polar bear in the snowy land. It was playing with people like they were friends. A man was throwing snowballs and the bear loved it. It acted just like little human babies having so much fun. The bear sat on the ice looking super happy. The sight was so amazing and rare that it left everyone super surprised. Seeing a bear like this was a once-in-a-lifetime thing. It felt like a dream, but it was real. Imagine a big fluffy bear covered in snow playing with people like they were its pals. It was so cool, and the video made it even cooler. Nature can be full of surprises, and this was definitely one of them. The hippos try to escape. In a calm zoo, a security guard set up himself face to face with an untamed animal. It was not a captain or a bear, but an unforeseen meddler. A massive, disagreeable hippo. The security guard's heart fought as he stumbled upon the astonishing sight of a hippo making an adventurous attempt to escape its court. With fear surging through his manners, he realized he had to act snappily. He danced towards the court gate, a fence between the dangerous beast and the peaceful world outdoors. With beating hands, he fumbled for his walkie, silent, calling for backup. The distant chirp of steps could be heard, growing closer by the alternate. Drops of sweat dropped down his brow as he tried to lock the gate. The hippo, a force of nature, strained against the hedge, demonstrating immense strength. The seconds ticked down like hours, and the guard's determination was tested to its limits. He knew that heading off the hippo's escape was a matter of life and death. Mysterious bridge specter horror. In the middle of the night, a really scary video showed something unimaginably horrifying. In this video, there were some people walking along a desolate road, surrounded by a deep pitch-black darkness that seemed to engulf them completely. As they continued down this eerie path, an unsettling feeling of fear started to creep over them. Suddenly, something terrifying emerged, as if summoned from the deepest depths of despair. It was a tall, ghostly figure dressed in white, standing precariously on the edge of an old, crumbling bridge. Its presence felt like a warning of impending disaster. Those who saw it were overwhelmed by panic and rushed towards the mysterious figure. Driven by an instinct to help, their frantic cries cut through the silence of the night. But they couldn't reach in time. With a grim determination, the figure leaped from the edge of the bridge, falling into the abyss below. However, the truly chilling part was what happened next. Inexplicably, the ghostly figure didn't crash into the dark waters as you might expect. Instead, it vanished into the impenetrable darkness, leaving those who had witnessed this strange event utterly bewildered. They scoured the area, their hearts pounding with fear, but there was no sign of the figure. This unsettling incident left everyone with more questions than answers. What was that eerie creature? Why was it on the bridge? What dark purpose drove it to the edge of oblivion?
Fear held them in its grip, like a thick, suffocated fog, sending shivers down their spines. Reality seemed to have unraveled into an unsolvable mystery, blurring the line between the world we know and the world of the supernatural. The secrets of that nightmarish encounter would forever remain hidden in the depths of the unknown, leaving everyone with a chilling riddle that defied explanation. Mysterious appearance of deer. In a quiet, everyday world where normal and extraordinary blend, a camera witnessed something strange. This happened on a peaceful day under the constant gaze of the sun, as if the world itself was keeping secrets. A man set out on a drive in his familiar car, unaware of the odd events that were about to shroud his reality. His car moved through the sunny spots of the day, heading to a calm park where nature usually held sway. Feeling inspired by the beauty around him, he aimed to capture a simple scene: 2 deer standing amidst the park's greenery. He pressed the camera's button, trying to capture the moment, but when he looked through the lens, a shiver ran down his spine. The 2 deer were no longer alone. A 3rd deer had appeared, seemingly out of thin air like a whisper from the unknown. The mystery grew deeper. The new deer looked normal, but its presence was eerie. It was like an ordinary deer, but felt otherworldly, a strange occurrence in the natural order. It stood there beside the regular deer, yet it existed in a way that defied what's normal. In that instant, the man's understanding of reality shattered, and confusion enveloped him. How could a deer just like the others appear without explanation? Where had it come from? And what world did it belong to? These questions were like puzzles, with no clear answers hidden in the strange picture. The camera didn't just capture a moment, it captured a puzzle that would stay with the man. It was a blend of the normal and the supernatural, where the riddle of the sudden appearance of the 3rd deer remained unsolved, its ghostly presence lingering in the realm of the unexplained. Mysterious creature in snowy woods. In the snowy wilderness of Canada, a strange event unfolded. A worker in the oil fields found himself in the heart of this isolated forest, where winter held everything in a frozen embrace. The air was bitterly cold, and the worker's breath hung in the frigid air. Little did he know what he'd capture with his camera. The world was blanketed in a deep layer of snow, untouched by human presence. Then, out of nowhere, his camera revealed a mysterious figure hidden among the trees. This creature stood out against the white backdrop, a massive form like a guardian from the ancient past. The creature's dark shape seemed to blend with deep woods, and its eyes, 2 shining orbs in the darkness, locked onto the camera with an eerie intensity. What was going on in its puzzling mind? Was it just curious about the approaching vehicle, or did it have secret plans of its own? As the oil machinery softly hummed, the forest new visitor remained an unsolved puzzle. What kind of creature was it? Where did it come from? And what was its purpose? These questions hung in the icy air, forever unanswered. It was like a being from Canadian legends, a sentinel of the woods, a herald of the unknown. While the camera kept recording, the enigmatic creature stayed in the snow-covered landscape, a mystery etched in the vastness of Canada's wilderness, an enduring enigma that watched over the north.
Man and crocodile. In broad daylight by the edge of a river, something eerie happened. A video showed a man who didn't seem to realize the danger around him. He was playing a dangerous game with a crocodile, putting his hand very close to the crocodile's open mouth. People watching from the shadows held their breath, sensing a disaster. The man, however, was not aware of the threat and continued his risky act. The crocodile, an ancient creature driven by primal instincts, was looking dangerous. Suddenly, it struck like bait itself, snapping its powerful jaws around the man's hand.
Oh my God, baby.
It's fine.
This shocking moment sent shivers down the spines of those watching. The man's face filled with shock as the crocodile's jaws trapped his hand, sealing his fate. Panic overwhelmed him as he struggled to break free from the crocodile's relentless grip.
He's not hurting me.
He's okay.
Hurry up, Linus.
The tension in the air was intense, and the river surface reflected the danger. Just as suddenly as it all began, the video ended, leaving many questions unanswered. The man's destiny hung in the balance, hidden in mystery. People wondered, did he escape the crocodile's grasp, or did he become another victim of the river's enigmatic secrets? The river held its secrets, leaving the truth concealed in the shadows where mysteries are born and legends take shape. Huge bear. In a dark forest where the moon barely lit the way, a camera saw something really scary. It was nighttime, and a huge and terrifying black bear showed up. This bear was different, not like the usual ones. It looked evil and massive. The camera took pictures, and you could see the bear clearly. It was so big that it seemed unreal, and it created spooky shadows in the dark. The bear's breath looked like a ghostly mist, and the forest was eerily quiet. Its fur was black and bristly like a demon's, and its eyes seemed wicked. The bear lowered its head to the ground and seemed to absorb fear from the earth. The ground trembled as if in fear, and even the trees shivered. The bear's growls filled the air with a strange, scary feeling. No one knew what this bear wanted. It moved like a ghost, and its actions were sinister. Its existence in this horrifying place was a sign of something very wrong. If anyone stumbled upon this nighttime, they'd face something beyond understanding. Those unlucky enough to meet it, even by accident, would feel a terror so deep that their souls would fade away, leaving only a scary, empty shell. In the forest's darkest corners, the bear continued to spread fear, and its shadow haunted the land forever. Forced breakfast with giant dog. On a sunny day, a family went to a green forest for an adventure. They recorded it in a video, and it showed how happy they were with their big pet dog. They all sat at a wooden table in the forest, and the sun made their faces glow. It was a beautiful scene, like something from a picture. You could feel the peacefulness in the air, but what was most special was their huge black dog.
What the is happening right now?
Sean, hit your cigar.
He sat with them, looking very loyal and loving. He was like part of their family. Whenever they laughed, the dog wagged his tail happily and had shining eyes. They had breakfast, and everyone shared bread with butter. The dog patiently waited for his share. They fed him with care, like a parent feeding a child.
Oh my God. He's making her a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
It was touching to see the close bond between the people and their furry friend. The happiness in that moment was clear, laughter mixed with the dog's happy panting.
But he's not a dog.
It felt like the forest gave them a special place to be together. Their family connection, lit up by the sun, was wonderful. Their big dog was a star, and the video went on. The dog really enjoyed his food. He ate the bread and butter with so much joy, and he moved happily. It was a beautiful mix of love, laughter, and togetherness, with the forest as a backdrop. At that time, you couldn't help but smile and admire the love between a family and their extraordinary pet, all under the sun's warm rays. Falcon attacking goose. In a big empty desert with long shadows from the sun, something strange happened. A video happened in the daylight secret showed a tough and wild side of nature. It felt like the desert and the sun were telling a mysterious story together. In this hot and lonely place, the video showed a powerful bird, a falcon hunting an innocent victim. A lonely goose with its white feathers standing out in the empty land sat quietly. The falcon, like a ghost, would dive down now and then, moving quickly and perfectly to catch the goose. Each attack was fast and didn't show any mercy, making the goose's life hard. While the video played, everything got really quiet. It felt like the lonely desert was hearing the goose's silent cries for help. The goose, a symbol of being weak, had to deal with a tough predator. Nature's cruelty decided what would happen in this strange daytime story. People watching this video couldn't help but feel scared. It reminded them of how tough and unforgiving nature can be. In the end, the goose, the sad character in this strange story, lost to its enemy. It fell to the hard ground, defeated and helpless. This video from the desert's harsh world told a story of survival and the wild side of nature. It made it hard to see who was the hunter and who was the hunted. The memory of this mystery stayed in people's minds long after the video ended.
Ripples of terror. The video begins with a calming sight surrounded by lustrous trees in the background and a breathable atmosphere. The camera is focused on a small pond with foliage and greenery around its rim, making it a spectacular sight to witness. But who knows that this tranquility will bring a series of peculiar and gruesome events. By diving more into the video, a man is seen lunging big strokes with a long stick in the pond, creating giant unruly ripples disturbing the serenity of the atmosphere. These massive waves and the provocative sound concerned the underlying creature. In no time, a rowdy reptile, a savage eater, plunged out of the small pond in all its wrath and anger. Witnessing this hapless crocodile creeping with lightning and devouring speed had left the spectator terrified and amused at the same time. It is seen in the video that the massive predator was ready to dismember its prey with its deadly death rolls if there was not any fencing around the pond. The video provides us with a testimony to the savage and gruesome nature of an unruly crocodile.
That is crazy.
A demonic ritual. Wandering through the perilous trails of an abandoned forest during one of the darkest nights of the century, the camera stumbled upon a demonic ritual surrounded by unholy creatures. The night of terror was filled with excessive panting of the lost traveler because he had accidentally witnessed a satanic ritual. As soon as the video plunges word, the camera zooms over a huge satanic figure with giant horns, his bloodied eyes gawking hideously over the poor traveler, who seemed to have disrupted the unholy gathering. This nerve-wracking scene can be felt in heavy gasping. Within seconds, the sinister being started looking at the invader. A sudden darkness prevailed, and the ritual vanished into a thin air. The demonic Satan with his unholy worshippers gathered over him like a lurking shadow of death and despair. The camera seems to shift briskly to portray the traveler's attempt to escape his death. At the same time, the lens zoomed over the anguished cries of the pilgrim, which were drowned out by Satan's and his witch's wicked laughter, their sinister echoes resounding through the night as they seized their victim. A bulldog versus mountain lion. In the wild bewilderment of a daunting mountain, a trail camera is seen recording a predator ruthlessly dismembering its prey on a tranquil and gloomy night. Still, to its dismay, another savage predator is gawking over the same game. The video began with a wild lion devouring his prey like a hungry beast. The paradigm shifted swiftly when a bulldog wandered over the same perilous trails. Sniffing through the tracks, the bulldog sauntered through the meaty scent. While the camera focused on the bulldog, unaware of the imminent danger, it continues its exploration, its tail wagging in a display of canine confidence. Little did it know that it was being watched, stalked by a force of nature far superior in strength and cunning. Those eyes were fixed on the bulldog like a lurking shadow of death, waiting to plunder over the poor dog who tried to invade its territory. In a few seconds, the mountain lion was seen lunging over the bulldog in a relatively swift but noiseless movement. Due to the ambiguity of the video, it was hard to decide whether the bulldog escaped this ferocious and sudden attack, or became the mountain lion's next prey. Haunted departmental store. In the dead of night, when every being seemed to be sleeping under the dense cloak of night, the security camera caught a set of mystic events, daunting and formidable to any human eye. The unblinking eye of a department store security camera caught unusual movements that occurred late at night. The stillness of the air, the heaviness of the place, and the enigmatic negative energy that was about to be radiated could all be felt through the camera. As the video plunged forward, a red-colored trolley peeped from nowhere. The trolley can be seen moving around with no being to push it, turn it, or control it to move through the thin and congested lanes of the department store. The trolley was seen to be moving at a languid pace, as if the supernatural being that was carrying it didn't want to leave any traces behind of its existence. The eerie creature managed to cloak his physical appearance, but the uncanny movements were captured. The scene's ambiguity left many loopholes and questioned the validity of this mysterious presence. Demon caught on cam. In the deep, dark night, beneath a sky without a single gleaming moon, a brave person's camera captured something eerie. The lens revealed a scary shadow, a creature that looked like a demon with a twisted and terrifying shape, chasing after a frightened deer. The camera's gentle light unveiled this bone-chilling pursuit, with the deer desperately leaping away and the demon's horrifying form creating a scene of pure terror. The footage left everyone who saw it shaken, a chilling reminder that the night hides secrets we can barely understand. It was a moonless night, the kind where darkness blankets everything and the stars twinkle as the only source of light. In this inky blackness, a fearless soul's camera managed to capture something truly unsettling. The lens unveiled a sinister shadow, a figure that seemed like a demon, its grotesque shape and relentless pursuit of a startled deer. The camera's soft light exposed this icy chase, with the deer's frantic leaps and the ghastly form of the demon creating a scene straight out of a nightmare. The footage left all who watched it in shock, a haunting testament to the mysteries concealed in the depths of the night.
Lion and crocodile. In a dark, hidden part of the forest, something secret and strange happened. A video camera recorded a spooky dance between two powerful animals, a lion and a crocodile. They were fighting over a piece of food. The shadows of these animals looked spooky against the green background. The lion was like a king getting ready to pounce with hungry eyes. On the other side, the crocodile was like a scary monster waiting for its turn. The food they fought over was just a small piece, but it seemed really important to them. The lion roared loudly and pulled on the food, showing how much he wanted it. The crocodile, even though it usually lives in the water, used its strong jaws to hold onto the food, looking dangerous. The fight continued and it was hard to tell who would win. The whole forest was very quiet, like it was watching this strange battle. Even the trees and birds seemed to be holding their breath, as if they were in awe of this mysterious moment. The bushes in the forest seemed to have secrets from a very long time ago. The darkness of the night made the scene even more eerie and fascinating. It was a moment where the wild and the mysterious mixed, showing us a side of nature that we don't often get to see. Tiger eating meal. In a cage, a fierce lion was caught on camera having its meal. The lion seemed quite angry and wild. It was given a whole chicken and it began eating it hungrily. The way that it ate the chicken was eerie, as it took big bites and devoured it whole. The mysterious sight of the lion devouring the chicken made the scene even scarier. The lion's fierce hunger and the way it ripped into the chicken added to the creepiness of the moment. It was as if the lion was a ravenous beast, showing its primal instincts as it tore into its meal. The video captured this eerie and unsettling scene, leaving a chilling impression. Eagles attack. A camera saw something strange. It was a big bird called an eagle attacking a wild goat. The goats were eating grass in a field. Then the huge eagle came down from the mountain and went after one of the black goats. The goat fought back, but the eagle didn't let go of its neck. The goat was hurt and fell off the mountain many times while trying to protect itself. The eagle never left the goat. This mysterious and curious event was caught on camera, and it made everyone very surprised. People's eyes got wide, and they couldn't believe what they were seeing. It was a very strange and shocking thing to watch. Mysterious deer. In a quiet park during the day, a strange and puzzling event unfolded in a video. A big deer looking strong and motherly stood with her little baby. Nearby, a cat watched with its curious cat eyes, and a pet dog relaxed farther away, unaware of the strange thing happening. Suddenly, without warning, the deer ran towards the dog, attacking it with wild and uncontrolled aggression. The dog had no idea what was going on and couldn't defend itself. Just as unexpectedly, the deer shifted her attention to the cat. She chased the cat, but the cat was quick and managed to escape. The deer continued to pursue the cat into the bushes. The reason behind this mysterious behavior remained a secret, hidden in the deer's intentions. Was it about protecting her baby, marking her territory, or something even more puzzling? People who saw the video were left with more questions than answers, wondering about the mysteries of the natural world. It was indeed a very strange and mysterious scene that will be remembered for a long time.
Paranormal nightmare unfolds. Late at night, in a creepy, dimly lit house, something strange happened. A man was sleeping peacefully, but then he heard weird noises that woke him up. He felt scared and quickly grabbed his flashlight. He shined the light around it, trying to figure out where the noises were coming from. Suddenly, the room's heavy door slowly creaked open from the corner. It didn't look like a person had done it. It was more like some invisible evil power.
Yo!
Fear took over and he rushed out of the room, stumbling into the dark hallway. The only light was from his shaky flashlight. Terrifying footsteps echoed up the stairs, getting closer and more eerie. In a panic, he ran to another room and woke up his friend.
Bro. Are you hearing this? I think there's someone in the fucking attic.
He told the whole scary story in hushed, trembling words. His friend's eyes filled with horror as they both realized they were not alone in this terrifying nightmare. No normal explanation could make sense of what was happening. They clung to each other, terrified and unable to understand who or what was behind these dreadful events. The night held its dark secrets, trapping them in a world of fear, and the truly horrifying was just beginning. Mysterious market meat eater. In a busy market, something very strange happened that left everyone puzzled and a bit scared. There was a girl, and at first glance, she seemed like any other shopper going about her business in the midst of people doing their daily shopping. But then things took a bizarre turn. Amid the hustle and bustle of the market, this girl suddenly made her way to the meat section. There, she grabbed a packet of raw meat and tore it open with her hands. People nearby were shocked and couldn't believe their eyes as she started eating the raw meat. It was a horrifying sight. She devoured the meat as if she had a never-ending hunger, almost like she craved blood. Her expression was strange, and it felt like she had become something otherworldly, something not quite human. The onlookers were frozen in a mix of fear and curiosity. This wasn't just breaking social norms. It was like she had crossed into a realm of darkness that was beyond understanding. People began to wonder if she was some kind of supernatural being, straddling the line between the living and the dead. The mystery only deepened as time passed. Who was this girl, and what drove her to do this disturbing act? Whispers and stories started circulating about her, making her seem like a creature from another world. But the truth remained hidden, a puzzle that no one could solve right there in the bewildering market. Even now, the memory of that strange incident haunts that community. It serves as a chilling reminder that the line between the everyday and the unexplainable can be surprisingly thin. The mystery of the girl who ate raw meat, her reasons, and who she really was, continues to baffle and frighten, leaving a lasting mark on the history of the unexplained. Dark Forest Nightmare Unveiled. As the sun disappeared, the camera captured something bone-chilling. Two friends strolled through the darkening forest, unaware of the terrors that lay ahead. The woods were now shrouded in darkness, concealing eerie secrets. Their footsteps, seemingly gentle, hinted at an impending storm. The crickets' chirping filled the air, but it felt like a warning of doom. Then the unthinkable occurred. A monstrous and unnatural creature emerged from the heart of the forest. This colossal, malevolent being was as dark as the night, moving with an eerie grace among the ancient trees. Its features were hidden in an aura of malevolence, sending shivers down the spines of the two friends. Panic overcame them, and their trembling hands struggled to capture the horrifying sight. The air grew cold, thick with an unsettling tension as the creature cast a sinister shadow. It defied the laws of nature, a grotesque anomaly in our world. It was a mystery, a horrifying distortion of reality that made the forest itself seem terrifying. In those terrifying moments, the two friends were on the brink of unimaginable terror. Their trembling hands recorded a scene of fear that would haunt their dreams. The footage became proof of the unspeakable horrors that can emerge when a world and the abyss collide.
Lion attacking a man. In the zoo, something strange happened. It was a normal day, but there was a weird feeling in the air. There was a big male lion, and the zookeeper couldn't stop staring at him. The lion felt annoyed and suddenly attacked the zookeeper, surprising everyone. A lioness, probably the male lion's partner, jumped in to stop the fight. She was strong and determined. Her presence calmed things down. It showed their strong bond as a lion couple. People who were watching didn't understand what made the lion so angry. They wondered if the zookeeper's constant staring upset him, or if there were other hidden reasons. Once the chaos ended, the zookeeper was taken to safety. The mystery of why the lion got so mad remained unsolved, hidden in the wild look of the lion's eyes. Forest puppy dog. Once upon a time, in a thick forest far from the working town, a man embarked on a sole trip. With nothing but a pack and a camera, he ventured deep into nature. As he wandered through the towering trees, the sun filtered through the leaves, casting dancing murk on the forest bottom. In his hunt to capture the natural beauty of the forest, the man stumbled upon a mysterious delve hidden amidst the rocks and leafage. Curiosity excited, he cautiously came up the dark entrance. What he discovered inside left him amazed and filled his heart with warmth. There, cuddled in the cave, was a forest puppy dog.
Ow, come here, let me be friends. Come here, little coyote.
Its light fur, a mesmerizing blend of earthy browns and rich flora. The man could not believe his luck as the puppy dog switched its tail and cuddled his hand with uncontainable love.
Let me pet you, little coyote. Let me pet you, coyote. Hey.
With his camera in hand, he recorded the captivating moment, ever landing the bond between man and forest puppy dog in the heart of the wild. Chased by a bear. Once upon a time, there was his family who decided to have a delightful day out on their motorboat. The sun was shining, the lake was calm, and they were having a blast. They were laughing, playing, and feeling on top of the world. But also, out of the blue, effects took a wild turn. As they sped across the water, they noticed commodity big and furry lumbering toward them. It was a bear. This bear appeared to have a taste for adventure, or perhaps just a need for speed because it was chasing them. Fear set in as they provoke up their machine, trying to outpace the bear. The bear, settled and determined, kept coming, getting nearer and nearer. The family was in full adrenaline mode, hearts pounding, and they contended for safety. Ultimately, they managed to outthink the bear and reach the safety of the support, laughing nervously about the bear's need for speed. It was an adventure they'd no way forget, and they decided that coming time they'd stick to safer waters. The Ants and the Sneaky Snake. Once upon a time, in a quiet corner of the arena, being enough unusually came off. A sneaky snake, likely lost and looking for a snack, crawled right into the home of some hard-working ants. You can imagine the shock on those little ants' faces when they saw this long snake. The snake, not knowing where it was, whizzed and swirled its body around, making the ants fear. They scurried then and there, trying to figure out what to do. But these ants were not bones to give up fluently. They huddled together and formed a little ant army, and you wouldn't believe how they worked together to face the meddler. They nipped at the snake's scales, throwing off and annoying it. With their cooperation, they managed to drive the snake down. And they cheered in itty-bitty ant voices as their home was safe again. And that is the story of how a bunch of fearless ants defended their home from an unanticipated snake visit. Leopard's Feast. In the heart of the wild, one sunny day, a sneaky bloodsucker hunted through the thick emerald forest. It had keen eyes, sharp claws, and a spotted fur that helped it blend into the spotted gloom. The critter's empty belly roared, encouraging it to find food. With quiet and careful way, the cat stalked its prey, its muscles curled like springs ready to hurtle. And in one fast move, it bounded, its claws sharp as daggers, and clamped onto its mess. As the leopard prowled, it spotted a juicy morsel hard of full unknowing prey. Its eyes lit up with hunger with a nippy, graceful movement. The leopard crept closer, every muscle in its body curled like a spring. The leopard attacked. It bounded onto a sturdy tree, its claws digging into the bark, and began a skillful climb. The prey limped and jerked in the bloodsucker's grasp, but the leopard's grip was unyielding. The tree's branches swayed and creaked under their weight. Eventually, the leopard reached a secure perch high above the timber bottom, flavoring its well-earned mess with a palmy grin.
Crazy bear. The camera caught a magical moment by the pool. A curious black bear came near the water wanting a drink, but stopping like it felt something was wrong. You could see fear in its eyes as it carefully walked around, keeping an eye on the man sunbathing nearby. It was clear the bear wanted to make sure it stayed safe, even with the man there. But to our surprise, the man didn't move at all, like a kind and gentle presence. Slowly, the bear got closer, and in a truly sweet moment, it gently licked the man's foot. It left us with a warm, happy feeling in our hearts. This unusual encounter, not often seen on the vast internet, brought a lot of joy to our day. But it also reminds us that our world is fragile when we share it with these amazing wild creatures. Horrifying clown machete. Late at night, a doorbell camera recorded something truly terrifying. Imagine a dark porch with a cold, bright light, and out of the shadows emerged a scary clown. This clown had a face painted in weird colors, twisted into a creepy grin that promised nothing but harm. But what made it even scarier was the gleam of a big, scary knife the clown was holding. With slow, ominous steps, he walked up to the front door of a house, making it creak open, revealing the horror awaiting the people inside. Then, in the tense silence, a faint ringing sound broke through. The clown froze, his scary smile turning into a look of terror. The sound came from a cell phone and was coming from inside the house. In a panic, the clown hurried away, leaving behind a haunting question. Who was calling? What saved the people inside from the impending danger? As the door closed, the only witness to this horrifying scene was the doorbell camera. Summer beach horror. One scorching summer day, people headed to a calm beach for some sunny fun. They loved riding surfboards on the shiny waves and feeling the sea's coolness. What they didn't know was a terrible surprise awaited beneath the water. Among the happy beachgoers, there was a brave person fishing with excitement, casting their bait into the deep sea. Out of nowhere, something really strange occurred. A huge tentacle emerged from the deep, and before anyone could react, a terrifying thing happened. A massive squid, a creature from the deep, brutally attacked the unsuspecting fisherman. Its tentacles, armed with sharp suckers, wrapped around him, pulling him into the dark water. Panic spread through the onlookers as they witnessed this terrifying fight for survival. As the chaos unfolded, it became clear that this gigantic creature had been in a deadly underwater battle, a battle it had lost. Covered in wounds, it had risen to the surface to meet its end, leaving everyone scared. In an instant, what was meant to be a carefree beach day became a nightmare, reminding everyone that beneath the ocean's beauty, unimaginable terrors could be lurking. Lion encounter. In the quiet lower highlands, something really scary happened under the light of the moon. A doorbell camera, usually harmless, recorded something that would give anyone nightmares. As we watched the recording, everything seemed to stop. A dark shape came out of the shadows, and its eyes shone with an evil light. This wasn't just any visitor. It was a mountain lion, a creature that brings primal fear. The camera caught it sneaking around. In the video, you could see the lion moving gracefully towards a house. It seemed like it was drawn there by something mysterious. The plants around the house seemed to hide secrets and whispered to the lion as it got closer. This spooky event, captured on camera, left a lasting feeling of fear. It reminds us that the wild and scary world is right outside our homes. Late at night, when the wind makes strange sounds and shadows play tricks, we'll always remember that haunting moment on the doorbell camera. It's a ghostly reminder of the untamed darkness that's all around us. Terrifying bear. In a scary video that gave us goosebumps, a brave woman shared a frightening encounter caught on her trail camera. As she told the scary story, it became clear that something very frightening had happened at her place. The story began with a black bear and her 3 hungry cubs. They were really desperate for food. To find something to eat, the mother bear went right up to a parked car. It was a spooky sight, seeing this big wild animal so close to where people live. The bear tried hard to get inside the car. Its sharp claws scratched the car's metal, and its hungry eyes showed how desperate it was. It was so tense watching the bear struggle to feed her hungry babies. Then something truly terrifying happened. The bear, in its desperation, broke the car's window. The glass shattered like our own fear, and the bear got inside the car. This reminded us how thin the line between safety and the wild really is. But the scary part wasn't over. Inside the car, the bear searched for food, while her 3 cubs looked skinny and pitiful. Their empty eyes reminded us how tough nature can be, even just outside our homes. This scary encounter reminds us that wild forces are close by, even when we feel safe. It's a chilling reminder of a mother's determination and how far nature will go to survive.
Hungry monkey babies. The camera captured a spooky sight of 2 little monkeys all drenched and tiny. In the daytime, these little monkey babies were so small and they were shaking because of the cold. They were really hungry and trying hard to find something to eat. Then a kind man came and gave them some milk in a feeder. They drank it up like they hadn't eaten for days. They seemed incredibly hungry. It was quite a surprising scene. Seeing these shivering, wet monkeys suddenly getting a warm meal, it made you wonder how they survived out there in the cold. But at that moment, they were just happy to have something to eat and get warm. It was a heartwarming sight for sure. Big cats. Once upon a time in the wild heart of the jungle, a rubbed and strong animal prowled quietly under the dappled shade of the trees. It had a fur of spotted gold like the sun's soft beams dancing on the forest bottom. This slippery hunter was part of the big cat family, but just like its lower relatives, it still carried the heart of a cat. With eyes sharp as emeralds, it stalked through the green, each muscle curled and ready to hurtle.
You scared them off, David.
In its movements, it was as graceful and nimble as any house cat, despite its large size. A branch barked under its sneaky way, a memorial that indeed the powerful leopard was, deep down, still a cat at heart. As the sun dipped below the horizon, this nimble hunter's majestic form flew into the gloom, a memorial of the wild and untamed beauty of the big pussycats, who, like their lower kins, always maintain that sportful and mysterious spirit of a cat. Moments before and after tsunami. Moments before the chaos struck, the sun was setting, casting a warm blaze over the quiet road. People burst about, gabbling, laughing, and going out their day-to-day routines. Children played near the sidewalk, their innocent laughs filling the air. Everything sounded so normal, so peaceful. But also it came down. The skies darkened and rain began to pour. Suddenly, water started rushing down the road, fleetly growing into a raging flood. Fear swept over the faces of the people as they tried to escape. Desperately looking for advanced ground. It was like an agony unfolding before their eyes. The CCTV cameras captured this intimidating scene. The water engulfing buses, homes, and shops. People clinged to anything they could find, fighting to stay round. The road converted into a dangerous swash. After the flood tide, the formerly vibrant road had turned into a muddy wasteland. Broken debris, pulled trees, and muddled effects were scattered far and wide. The community was left in shock, coming together to help one another in the fate, showing the adaptability of the mortal spirit in the face of such a destructive event. Wild dog and the leopard. In the core of the wild and thick forest, a wily leopard prowled quietly among the dark. His lustrous fur allowed him to blend into the surroundings, making him nearly unnoticeable. His golden eyes lustered with a fierce determination as they fixed upon a lone doggy, ignorant and innocent. The leopard's muscles curled like leaps as he prepared for the search. His heart contended with expectation as he inched near his target. The doggy, swishing his tail happily, smelled the ground and played with leaves, fully unconscious to the risk slipping hard. The leopard, now just a whisker down from his prey, huddled low, ready to hurtle. His heart pounded, and time sounded to stand still. He was about to launch into action, hoping to catch the canine by surprise and satisfying his empty belly. The forest held its breath, staying for the certain moment of the leopard's quick and silent attack.
Fearless bear. In the midst of a bright and sunny day, deep within the dark woods, something truly mysterious unfolded before the watchful eye of a trail camera. What happened on the recording was none other than a majestic and enigmatic black bear, but with a twist. It bore a lustrous coat of brown fur. There it was, strolling leisurely through the woods, cradling a bundle of bushes in its mighty jaws, perhaps a simple meal for the day. The sight was nothing short of captivating, as if the bear had decided to embark on a curious adventure, unhurried and seemingly without any particular destination in mind. Bears, we often think of as endearingly cute creatures, but in that fleeting moment, one couldn't help but be reminded of their untamed nature. For when hunger or anger strikes, these seemingly gentle giants can transform into formidable forces of the wild. A stark contrast of the tranquil scene that unfolded in the dappled sunlight of the woods that day. It served as a powerful reminder that even in the most unexpected of moments, the natural world can reveal its eerie and fascinating mysteries, leaving us in awe of the untamed beauty that resides just beyond our everyday lives.
A black bear. Once upon a time, on a chilly layoff day, a group of walkers adventured into a snowy forest. They were whisked up in warm jackets, scarves, and lids, heated for an adventure in the white nature. As they stumbled along the trail, their steps left crisp imprints in the deep snow. The timber was silent, except for the gentle tail of the wind and the occasional chirruping of a distant hoot. Everything was covered in a mask of pure, glimmering snow. As they rounded a corner, they were met with an unforeseen sight of a big black bear. With its thick fur huddled in the snow, apparently taking a nap, the walkers sat, not wanting to disturb the peaceful bear. They rumored to each other, still about facing their way to keep their distance. They watched in admiration as the bear continued to snooze in the serene, snowy forest, a moment they would adore forever. Ultimately, they left the bear calm, continuing their hike with a newfound respect for the wild beauty of the downtime woods. The hungry dragon's meal. In a wild land where the sun always shines, a big-scaled monster with sharp teeth lived. This monster was known as a Komodo dragon, and it was always empty. One day, a small innocent baby scapegoat wandered into the dragon's home. The baby scapegoat was curious, with a soft white fur and a flare in its eyes. The dragon saw the baby scapegoat and slow approached it, its eyes fixed on the little animal. With an unforeseen jab, the dragon snapped its jaws shut, catching the baby scapegoat in its important grip. The scapegoat pulled in fear, but it was too late. The dragon's teeth were like blades, and it began to devour the helpless scapegoat. As the sun set, the dragon satisfied its hunger, leaving only many erratic bones behind. It had set up its mess, and the baby scapegoat's adventure had come to a sad and early end in the jaws of the fearful Komodo dragon. Tsunami wave in the ocean. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting a warm orange flare over the tranquil ocean, a man stood on the stay with his camera, ignorant of the oncoming chaos. The ocean stretched out before him, its measured swells calming him into a false sense of calm. But also, in the distance, a creepy grumble echoed through the water. The man's camera was trained on the horizon, landing the scene before him. As he felt an inexplainable pressure in the air, The calm waters began to jiggle, and a deformed wall of water surfaced from the depths, towering over everything in its way. In that alarming moment, the public appeared to firm as the first wave of the sea surged forward, an unbeatable force of nature. The man's camera continued to roll, landing the heart-stopping spectacle of the ocean's harpy released. The wave crashed with a determined roar, a dreadful memorial of nature's wonderful power, leaving destruction in its wake. The man's lens had unwittingly witnessed the anger of the ocean.
Three-eyed creature. The camera caught a mysterious, uneasy clip. This video that was recorded and very cryptic and filled the air with spine-chilling and fear. In this video, the two friends are walking on the woodland. They wanted to test their new trail camera in these woodland. They faced the camera towards a spot where they thought wild animals might be, and left it overnight. They returned to see what they'd caught on camera. When they come to check what camera had recorded, the friends were very shocked, and everyone who viewed this video also shocked and horrified. There was a creature with 3 glowing eyes hiding in the bushes. It was looking very unfamiliar and scary. That held those operators or viewers in suspense and make terrified. The air was truly pervade, enigmatic, and fearful. The 3 eyes of this creature or being was very eerie and frightened. They are glowing and illuminated. Is it was a paranormal creature or something else? This was looking very spooky. It was still a deep mystery what it is. That was still hidden or unrevealed yet. No one can point out what it was. Mysterious night figure. On a dark, moonless night, a mysterious event unfurled in front of a home security camera. This camera, like a silent watcher, recorded a scene that sent shivers down spines. It captured an eerie sight on the front lawn, a scene shrouded in enigma. From the depths of the darkness, an unknown figure emerged, moving in a way that defied ordinary expectations. This figure appeared haunched like a ghostly figure, caught in the camera's lens. But it wasn't the posture alone that sent chills. It was the unmistakable aura of age that clung to this enigmatic being. The curve of its back was so pronounced that it gave an eerie impression of an elderly person, as if the weight of time had contorted its spine. Strangely, the figure moved with a sense of urgency, darting about as if driven by an obscure purpose, a purpose that remained elusive. The night's fabric was woven with threads of mystery, and this peculiar spectacle took center stage. Among the concerned residents, whispers spread, but answers were scarce. Nobody knew the identity of this mysterious apparition or the dark intentions that had brought it out into the quiet of the night. The perplexing sight lingered in the memories of those who witnessed it like an unsolvable riddle. It was a mystery that clung to the night, a puzzle that defied explanation, an enigma that danced at the edge of understanding. In the depths of the nocturnal void, the figure disappeared as suddenly as it had appeared, leaving behind only unanswered questions. These questions would continue to haunt the inquisitive minds of those who dared to contemplate the unexplainable, the incomprehensible, the mysterious. Killer clown. In a mysterious and eerie video captured deep within a dense forest, something unsettling unfolded. The footage left both the operators and viewers perplexed. What they saw was a spooky clown, a figure that sent shivers down their spines. This creepy clown was observed strolling amidst the trees, illuminated only by the night vision mode of the trail camera. Oddly, it appeared as though the clown had detected the hidden camera, and with an eerie confidence, he headed straight for it. The intention's enigmatic figure remained a mystery. Why would someone be in a forest in the dead of night dressed as a clown? Was it a paranormal entity, or simply a person with an unusual penchant for nocturnal forest walks? The unexplained nature of this bizarre encounter left everyone baffled. In the midst of the midnight darkness in the dense forest, the clown's presence took on a truly spooky and unsettling aura, giving rise to countless questions that remained unanswered. Night encounter. One late night, the room was very dark and gave an eerie feeling. A scared person aimed their camera into the unknown, not knowing what terrifying thing awaited them. Suddenly, a frightening figure appeared, a dark, hairy ghost that made the person feel extremely scared. Its eyes glowed with evil intent, shining through the darkness like a wicked light. The creepy entity reached out its bony, twisted hand, quietly pulling the person closer to the spooky bed. A feeling of dread made them move closer into the room, which felt really sinister. Then it began a horrifying symphony of bone-chilling sounds. There were strange cries, mournful moans, and anguished screams that attacked the person's mind. Each weird sound seemed to carry centuries of pain. Terrified and unable to think, the person's only idea was to run away from this strange nightmare. They rushed out of the room with their heart racing, leaving behind a recording of that night when they faced unimaginable horrors hidden in the darkness. Haunted House Bear Horror. In a spooky forest, there was an old, creepy house. Nobody had lived there for ages, and it looked like it was falling apart. People said it was haunted, and the stories about it sent shivers down everyone's spine. One night, when the moon was hiding behind dark clouds, something terrifying happened at that house. The doorbell's camera, which had seen better days, turned on with an eerie light. A huge black bear with messy fur and scary scars climbed up onto the house's porch. Strangely, the bear seemed pretty smart. It covered the camera with its big paw, making everything go pitch black. A spooky silence filled the air around the haunted house. Then strange and creepy music started playing. It was like no music anyone had heard before, and it sent chills down your spine. In the distance, a dog started barking in fear. The bear, totally surprised and scared by this weird music and the dog's barks, let out a loud, terrifying roar, and it ran away into the dark forest. After that, the house went back to being quiet and mysterious. But the memory of that scary night would stay with anyone who saw the strange encounter between the haunted house and the black bear. Man in a strange hat. In a peculiar piece of footage captured by a motion-sensitive security camera located within the confines of the Amarillo Zoo in Texas, an inexplicable and uncanny entity makes its presence known. This bizarre figure bears an uncanny resemblance to a person donning an unusually oversized hat. The very notion of a human wandering the zoo premises in the dead of the night raises questions aplenty. The peculiar imagery was documented in the year 2021, precisely at 1:25 a.m., by the watchful eye of the security camera dutifully stationed within the Amarillo Zoo. This enigmatic entity was subsequently christened the UAO, or the Unidentified Amarillo Object. Predictably, a multitude of theories emerged from both official channels and the general public alike. Some postulated that it might be nothing more than a raccoon, perhaps assuming a bipedal stance, or a person meandering through the park under the shroud of night. Curiously, there were those who, in a whimsical twist, suggested it resembled the iconic Sonic the Hedgehog character, and even ventured to name other fictional personas. On a more cryptic note, some intimated that it could be the elusive Bigfoot. Nonetheless, the identity of this perplexing creature remains elusive, leaving us in a state of perpetual bewilderment, with no concrete clues to unravel the mystery it represents. Cursed Forest Horror Scene. The camera showed something really scary. There was a creepy forest, and next to it, a spooky road. It was daytime, but everything looked eerie. Two bikes were all smashed up on the road like there had been a really bad accident. It gave me chills to see them. And then, out of the dark forest, this horrible thing came out. I can't even describe it. It was like a nightmare come to life. It looked at the camera like it wanted to scare the life out of whoever was watching. Its smile was all twisted and wicked, and it made me feel super uncomfortable. This creature's smile was terrifying, like something from another world. It spread fear all around, making everyone who saw it feel really scared. The forest, which was already kind of scary, now seemed even worse because of this strange creature. The camera recorded it all, but it didn't explain anything. Nobody knew what this awful thing was or why it showed up. It left a big mystery and fear in everyone who saw it. It was a moment that gave everyone the creeps, and it's something you'd never forget. Chilling forest mystery. In a spooky, dark forest at night, a trail camera recorded something that would terrify even the bravest people. The woods were eerily quiet, except for the rustling of leaves. shadows, which seemed burdened with hidden truths. In the midst of this ominous darkness, the trail camera spotted a single deer. It moved gracefully through the forest, bathed in silver moonlight. The deer's isolation in the midst of this unknown territory added to the sense of unease. Suddenly, out of nowhere, a mysterious figure appeared behind the deer. It had a strange, indistinct shape that left observers with an eerie feeling. This figure didn't walk like a normal person. It glided, defying the laws of nature. As it got closer to the camera, its intentions became even more baffling. Instead of just passing by, it stood in front of the camera for a while, casting a terrifying monstrous shadow, and then suddenly disappeared. The figure's features were concealed by impenetrable darkness, leaving nothing but a sense of impending dread. Nobody could make sense of it. The frozen image and the trail camera defied any logical explanation. It was an enigma that sent shivers down the spines of all who saw it, a riddle that had no solution. This malevolent mystery hinted at ancient sinister forces lurking within the unknown heart of the forest, their secrets woven into the sinister tapestry of the night. Bears chalked off by a French bulldog. In a quiet house during a sunny midday, a camera captured a scene that felt extraordinary. Shadows moved mysteriously across the room, hiding their secrets, as sunlight peeked through the curtains, creating an intriguing atmosphere. At the heart of this mysterious setting was Jules, a small French bulldog weighing only 20 pounds. He might have seemed too tiny to face a challenge, but Jules had a bravery that went beyond his size. On this day, he would show remarkable courage. Outside, there were strange visitors near the house. Massive bears, formidable and curious, loitered with an air of uncertainty. The world held its breath as the fearless bulldog confronted these intimidating intruders. Jules, although small in the grand scheme of things, didn't hesitate to protect his territory with an intensity that defied logic. With each step he took, Jules barked with a resounding authority, his fearless spirit echoing through the air. His small stature didn't matter when faced with the large bears. It was as though an ancient warrior spirit flowed within him, urging him onward. The camera captured every determined move, every fearless bark, and every glance that seemed to challenge the very essence of nature. In these moments, the line between the ordinary and the extraordinary blurred. A small dog, unwavering in the face of danger, stood as the guardian of his domain. Jules' remarkable act of bravery became a part of history, leaving an enduring mark on the story of a mysterious day. The scene, unfolding in broad daylight, remained an enigma to those who witnessed it, a testament to the deep and impenetrable mysteries of courage, resilience, and the bond between humans and animals. Nightmare in the woods. A camera captures a moment straight out of a nightmare in the eerie calm of a moonlight forest. The dense trees cloaked in mist provided a frightening, suspenseful mood. A magical goat-shaped infant monster arose in the center of this haunted woodland.
What? What the f*** is this?
Its form strange and unnerving, its eyes shone with heavenly insight, and its tiny hooves left a permanent imprint on the woodland floor. The air became thick with suspense as the camera approached the intriguing creature with caution. Suddenly, a giant, scary apparition emerged from the shadows. The mother, a goat-shaped monster with malevolent eyes. She sprang towards the invader with lightning speed, her hooves pounding the earth like thunderclaps. The terrifying moment when panic overwhelmed the camera person was captured on video. He tried to leave, but the monster chased the spectator fiercely, her snarls booming through the jungle. The footage provided a disturbing view into a mysterious realm where truth and nightmare mingled. It left spectators in wonder and dread, tormented by the picture of the mystic infant creature and its demonic mother's murderous rage. A witness to frightening mysteries beyond human knowledge.
Skunk in forest. In a spooky forest, a camera captured something very scary. A black skunk came out from under a creaky deck, looking out of place and scared. Its eyes showed it was really afraid. It hurriedly moved into the open, as if something terrifying chased it. The quiet forest made its fear even scarier as it ran away into the dark jungle. This whole event left an eerie feeling, making the peaceful woods seem unsettling and spooky. Mermaid mystery unveiled. Deep in Australia's ocean, something spooky gave them goosebumps. As the camera went deeper underwater, it revealed a mysterious mermaid, her eerie beauty hidden in the dark waves. What really surprised the crew were lots of fish darting around, and a mysterious mermaid that seemed to be real. You could feel how shocked the crew was because they had gone into a place they didn't know, where both beauty and scary things could be seen on film. Eerie roadside ghost sighting. In the darkness of a deserted road, a trail camera captured something incredibly frightening. The camera looked into the darkness and saw scared dogs and a terrified cat, all staring at something otherworldly and horrifying. From the eerie, moonlit forest emerged a ghostly figure covered in mist, causing intense fear in the helpless animals. Spooky whispers echoed from the shadows, quieting the animals' desperate cries. That night witnessed a terrifying event that left a permanent mark on the desolate road, where the supernatural and the everyday mixed in a chilling way, forever haunting the memory. Scary bear. In a snowy forest, a man went exploring during the day, but he found something terrifying. There, amidst the white snow, he met a black bear with her cubs. He got scared as he saw a little bear cub trying to get to its mom. Then, to his surprise, the big black bear looked at his car, making him really frightened. He was left shivering in the quiet, snowy woods. Eerie forest. Late at night, the trail camera showed something really scary. The video is super creepy, and it looks like there's something very wrong in the forest. You can see a scared person running away with fear all over their face, and something scary seems to be chasing them. Strange, ghost-like things appear in the woods, and you can hear eerie whispers. It's really frightening, and we can't figure out what's happening, but it's definitely something we won't forget. Forest creature footage. In a creepy, dark forest, a trail camera captured something that will really scare you. What it recorded doesn't make any sense. It's like a scary, bony creature, a real-life nightmare. When you see the video, you'll get goosebumps. Its eyes are empty, and its twisted, terrifying shape will stay in your mind for a long time. It's a strong reminder that some scary things should stay hidden in the deep forest. Be ready for a spooky journey, because this video will make you wonder if reality is what it seems. A small, furry creature dashes through the landscape, skillfully hopping over snowy patches and leaving behind a trail of tiny footprints. The sky above is a solid expanse of gray clouds, creating an eerie sense of anticipation, suggesting that something remarkable might occur in this cold and pristine winter scene. Adding to the intrigue, there's an unidentified van covered in snow in the background. Towering trees stand in the distance, and their branches weighed down by the embrace of winter. Dead mermaid. The camera unveiled a chilling scene as a group of people gathered by the shallow waters of the sea. Their attention was drawn to something cryptic lurking beneath the surface, a lifeless mermaid, or perhaps a grotesque imitation of one. The eerie video exposed a rare and enigmatic natural anomaly, leaving them bewildered and fearful. They desperately sought to decipher the identity of this uncanny being, but his eerie and mystifying appearance defied explanation. The unsettling sight in those shallow waters sent shivers down their spines, a haunting mystery that would haunt their thoughts for nights to come. Sinusitis goblin. In the heart of those shadowed woods, a trail camera bore witness to a chilling enigma. A cryptic video unveiled a sinister presence, perhaps a skinwalker or malevolent goblin slinking with malevolence. The spectral figure, a ghostly white behemoth, prowled from one end to the next, vanishing into the Stygian abyss. This eerie and unsettling display of nature's paranormal mystery left onlookers trembling, their very souls chilled to the bone.
Eerie ghostly encounter unveiled. In an old spooky building where dark shadows danced strangely, something truly bizarre occurred. A video surfaced that showed something so terrifyingly unnatural that it continues to haunt anyone who lays eyes on it. The video, hidden in the depths of the internet, revealed a presence that defied all logic. In the dim, flickering light of a camera, a figure emerged, pale and without a face.
The light. Yo.
It appeared in a window as if summoned from a deep, dark abyss. It radiated an eerie, otherworldly white light that felt like it came from nowhere, and it defied all explanation.
Where's the light? Yo.
This figure, this specter, seemed to belong to a realm beyond our understanding. This encounter was nothing short of horrifying. The figure moved in an unsettling way, as if it were something not of this world. Its very presence sent chills down the spine, making the air around it feel cold and oppressive. As the camera shakily moved, it revealed a sight that could make even the bravest souls tremble. A pale, emaciated face with empty eye sockets peered through a filthy window. It was a grotesque sight, a vision of terror. The figure seemed to be dressed in a tattered hospital gown stained with something dark. A cruel mockery of life and death, its distorted appearance hinted at unimaginable suffering. The video left those who watched it with more questions than answers. It was a grainy, distorted glimpse into a world of the unexplained. The eerie aura of this encounter continued to puzzle and terrify, as if it was part of some dark and hidden conspiracy. This was a mystery that beckoned from the shadows, a reminder that there are realms beyond our comprehension. It serves as a chilling testament to the mysteries of the supernatural, a reminder that some secrets may never be unraveled, forever taunting those who seek to understand the unknown. Masks of Terror. In this creepy and mysterious video, something really scary happened. Imagine a small girl wearing a terrifying Purge-themed mask appearing on a door camera in the dark. The mere sight of her sent a sudden wave of terror through anyone who stumbled upon this unsettling scene, like a ghost suddenly emerging from nowhere. This child, hidden behind the eerie mask, created unexpected and spine-tingling fear. As she stood there in the darkness, she seemed like a ghostly figure, and the fear she brought felt real and bone-chilling, making everyone who saw it freeze in terror. Firstly, as the video played, there was a collective gasp of fear from those who watched. The little girl, wrapped in mystery, moved closer to the door, making the night feel like a nightmare. The suspense in the video built up like a scary movie, sending shivers down your spine. Her unrelenting gaze through those hollow eye sockets of the mask made you wonder who she was and what her dark purpose might be. Why had she chosen the middle of the night for this eerie visit? The night air became thick with a sense of foreboding and unease. People watching had so many questions, but the answers were buried beneath the menacing presence of this masked figure. She seemed like a phantom lurking in the dark, her true intentions hidden by a shroud of mystery. The video continued and the atmosphere got colder, and the unknown weighed heavily on the hearts of those who witnessed this chilling encounter. It was like a glimpse into a terrifying world where reality and horror blurred, leaving everyone to wonder if they had seen something beyond the ordinary, something truly and profoundly dreadful.
UFO spotted. The camera captures an unusual moment as described by the person. They saw a strange flying object with a dome. It gets stranger. 3 clawed beings ensnare a man using pincer-like appendages in a horrifying manner. Unhappiness comes from a bad atmosphere. The man surprises everyone by floating. Wind ghost freaks people out. A mysterious video appears, causing doubt and uncertainty. This viral video, shared by the Liverpool Echo, has terrified a family who are struggling to understand its mysterious content. Is it just the wind or a spooky spirit passing by? The air feels eerie with a floating presence. There is a spooky mist in the air, making things scarier. Whispers terrify the family. The clip raises questions and builds anticipation. Is it a ghost trying to be visible? Is there a hidden power that controls reality like mysterious smoke in the air? Creepy long limbs. John's final recording at night has a creepy surprise. He breaks rules by going where he shouldn't. At 2 a.m., strange things happen. Something scary happens in the video. A creepy creature emerges with long, thin limbs. It's illogical and terrifyingly incomprehensible. Limbs stretch, twisted and eerie like a creepy puppet. The mouth looks odd, like a stretched rubber band. The air is chilly and unfamiliar as the creature emerges, emitting an eerie aura. It vanishes into darkness, leaving a haunting silence. Person spots the goat man. In the woods, someone finds a scary scene that scares them. The camera sees a spooky figure called the goat man, which looks like a mix of a man and a goat. The creature has fiery eyes and twisted limbs. The witness is terrified, frozen, staring into its intense eyes. In that scary moment, they realize the true fear in the forest, a moment remembered forever, witnessing the unimaginable. Depressed orca. The video below will horrify and disturb you because it shows the situation of Kiska, the lone surviving orca at Marineland. Caught near Iceland in 1979, she now lives alone after outliving her tank mates and offspring. Kiska has been alone for a long time, which is sad. Kiska self-harms, showing her pain and suffering. Her despairing image reminds us of the cruelty towards intelligent and social creatures. Marine parks exploit animals, separating them from their families and subjecting them to abuse for entertainment. We must stop animal abuse together. Mythical goblin. Incredible footage has surfaced showing a mythical creature goblin captured on camera. The video reveals a small being with pointy ears, a bent body posture, and a mischievous grin. The goblin seems to move quickly. It has a small body and grayish skin covered in wrinkles. This amazing find has made people who believe and doubt very interested and curious. The video has become very popular, making people fascinated by the idea that there might be a secret world with magical creatures. Spider legs. A surprising video has emerged, capturing a creature with 4 legs that strongly resembles a spider. The video, captured by someone curious, shows this creature moving quickly across the ground. It has a round body covered in dark, hairy material. This amazing discovery has made viewers very interested and fascinated. The video has become very popular, making people wonder and imagine if there are special creatures living with us. Sea alien. New video shows a strange deep-sea creature resembling an alien. A video taken by someone curious shows a strange creature with a special look. This encounter has sparked excitement and wonder among viewers, leading to discussions about the mysteries of the ocean. The video is getting a lot of attention for showing possible alien life in our oceans. Is that a dinosaur? In a recent extraordinary sighting, a video captured a colossal creature with a remarkably long neck resembling a dinosaur. The footage shows this massive being standing near a building, with its elegant stride and a neck that seems to reach the sky. It is a breathtaking sight. The strange creature's look has amazed people, making them wonder if it's a creature from a really long time ago. The video has sparked fascination and sparked intense speculation among researchers, who are eager to delve deeper into this captivating discovery. The eerie sight of snake in toilet. In Malaysia, a shocking incident unfolded when a sewer snake emerged from a toilet. The snake that came out of the toilet in Malaysia was scary looking with its rough skin and a fierce look. It really surprised everyone and made them worried. It serves as a reminder of the diverse and sometimes unexpected wildlife that can be found in unexpected places, while experts work to understand how the snake found its way into the toilet. Cryptid skinwalker. In the heart of the wilderness, where the eerie silence of the forest reigns supreme, a CCTV camera captured a cryptic spectacle. In the shroud of night, a disturbing figure materialized, a phantom known only as the Nightwalker. Its presence was unveiled through luminous, otherworldly eyes that flickered and roamed, casting an unsettling glow upon the desolate street. This enigmatic entity, an elusive inhabitant of the shadows, left an indelible mark on the tapestry of the unknown, an encounter so rare it chills the very soul with its eerie, inexplicable mystique. Bigfoot terror unearthed. Get ready for a real shocker from WDHN News. They found something super creepy out in rural America, and they've got the video proof. The news team went into a spooky jungle, and what they found was unbelievable. A scary creature that's part human, part beast. It's the famous Bigfoot, and it's actually real. The fear is real, and this mysterious discovery will give you the creeps. Are you brave enough to explore this spooky wilderness and find out what secrets are hidden there? Nessie's sea encounter. In a spooky video, one person goes out on a boat not knowing something scary is about to happen. The boat moves gently, and their camera records something unbelievable. They see the huge shape of the Loch Ness Monster rising from the dark water. Everyone on the boat gets really scared and gasps in shock as this legendary creature jumps out of the deep water with an eerie kind of grace. The people on the boat start to feel really scared because they can't believe it's true. The Loch Ness Monster is real, and it seems like it wants something from them, something really scary. Spooky encounter. Late at night, a security camera recorded something truly terrifying. A woman, lured by the eerie charm of an empty swimming pool, decided to jump in. But when she did, a strange force surged through the pool, forcefully pushing the water out as if something sinister hid below. Then, in the eerie quiet that followed, the impossible occurred. Rising from the depths was a real mermaid. Her blue-scaled tail gleamed eerily in the moonlight, and her haunting, otherworldly gaze sent shivers down spines. The air turned thick with an unsettling silence as the woman and the mermaid locked eyes, their destinies intertwined in a terrifying dance between the supernatural and the human world. Strange forest. A trail camera in a dark, deep forest captured a mysterious creature with bloody horns. This creature is incredibly large, and its eyes are round and terrifying. It bears a resemblance to a deer but appears eerie and frightening. Horror forest. In a spooky forest, a police officer went deeper, and it got really dark. Weird noises echoed from the creepy trees, making him scared. He got out of his car with a shaky flashlight. Suddenly, a scary noise made him drop his light, and he ran away, leaving behind the forest's mysteries. Rooftop escape. Late at night, he woke up on his rooftop feeling lost. Moonlight shone through the door, showing a spooky figure getting closer. A ghostly, scary presence came from the dark. Fear gripped him as strange things happened around him, making him shiver. He panicked and ran away, leaving the ghostly horror behind. That night, he experienced unimaginable fear, a nightmare forever etched in his memory. Clown arrested. On a dim and desolate road, a dashboard camera captured a spine-tingling scene. Two unsettling clowns lurking in the shadows. The police, though clearly frightened, reacted swiftly, their hands trembling as they apprehended these peculiar gestures with sinister smiles. Speaking in hushed and uneasy tones, they instructed them, "You must accompany us into the ominous darkness." Frozen alien. In the chilling depths of the Alaska Sea, the camera unveiled a bone-chilling secret. Hidden in nature's icy embrace, monstrous creatures lie in frozen slumber. Ghostly white and colossal in size, their icy forms send shivers down spines. The eerie sighting has left people trembling with curiosity and fear, for who can predict if these otherworldly behemoths lurk nearby, ready to unleash their frozen terror upon the unsuspecting. The mysteries of the deep hold their secrets tightly, leaving us to wonder in haunting uncertainty. A live frozen monster? In the frigid depths of the Antarctic, a daring individual embarked on a quest to unveil the secrets of the ocean's abyss. As they delved deeper into the icy darkness, their device suddenly emitted an eerie signal. With trembling hands, they paused, gazing upon the frozen expanse. And there, beneath the crystalline surface, lay a horrifying sight. A monstrous creature, its eyes wide and teeth bared in an otherworldly grimace. The spine-chilling video captured this chilling revelation, sending shivers down their spine. A blood-curdling scream escaped their lips, echoing through the desolation. This sinister encounter serves as a haunting reminder that the realm of monsters may lurk in the most unexpected corners, a grim presence hidden in plain sight. Crazy bear. In the heart of the sinister forest, a trail camera became an unwitting spectator to a nightmarish scene. A ravenous black bear, its eyes gleaming with hunger, fixated on the camera. With gnashing teeth and a savage hunger in its eyes, the bear clawed at the device, as if seeking sustenance from the inanimate prey. The eerie darkness of the forest amplified the spine-chilling encounter, leaving an indelible mark on the silent wilderness. Cryptic. On a dark, desolate road, a lone camera captured an eerie spectacle. In the dead of night, it unveiled a cryptic entity lurking on the pavement. As one drew nearer, the shape morphed into a colossal jet-black yeti, frozen in place, exuding an aura of malevolence. Its presence radiated fear, striking terror into the hearts of any who ventured close. The origins of this monstrous being remained shrouded in mystery, leaving all to ponder the enigmatic interloper on that fateful night. Mermaid. The camera unveiled an enigmatic sight, a creature, perhaps a genuine mermaid. Its tail gleamed with vivid hues, flowing seamlessly into a girl-like figure with flowing, lustrous hair and an alabaster body. It appeared as if a girl donned in an otherworldly garment, yet uncertainty shrouded its identity. Caught within a tangled net at the water's edge, it evoked an eerie, unsettling presence, blurring the lines between myth and reality. Thank you for watching the video. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe for more content.